That's not what I want to hear. Tap the screen, guys. Welcome in. Share the live, guys. Share it to two people. You are good, Ruth. Thank you. Thank you for the shares, Queen Alicia. Guys, we got another live over interview tonight. Thank you so much, Charles. Tap the screen. Anike, welcome in the building, guys. Greetings to you. How are you, Anike? Alpha, welcome in. Thank you so much for the gift. Maybe I like you when you don't want. I'll got you the later. Baby, I like you. Hey, Alpha. Even if it breaks my heart. Hey, guys, welcome in. Keep tapping the screen, guys. Share it to at least two people. Hey guys, welcome in, guys. Tap the screen, share it to two people. We got our next live interview tonight. I'm gonna let this song go off, and then I'll start the live. Felicia, welcome in. Tap the screen, tap, 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 guys. Thank you so much. Share it to 2 to 3 people, please, and thank you. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the shares, guys. Welcome in, guys. All right, I'll be in and out. It's the start of my shift. No problem, sweetie. Thank you so much for coming in. All right, guys. Tonight on LDR2 Forever, we have a truly heartwarming and inspiring love story that proves distance, timing, and even a little ghosting can't stop what's meant to be. Kai was simply exploring her interest in African travel back in June 2020 when she left a comment admiring the beauty of Ghana. The small online moment led to a message from Jerry, a local tour guide, offering to show her the country if she ever decided to visit. At first, Kai didn't think much of it and even stopped responding, believing she'd never make the trip. But love has a funny way of circling back. A year later, Jerry slid back into her DMs, not with pressure, but with kindness. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. That simple message re-sparked a connection that will bloom into a deep friendship, a secret romance, and eventually true love. By February 2022, the two finally met in Dubai for an unforgettable 9-day trip, and when Jerry proposed, Kai said yes with all her heart. Just few months later, she made the bold move to Ghana and married the love of her life. Now, 1 year into married life, Jerry has joined Kai in the U.S., and together they're building a beautiful blended family, welcoming a precious baby boy into the world alongside Kai's two other older children. Get ready to hear all the intimate details of their journey, how love found them, tested them, and ultimately brought them together for a lifetime. Yes, guys. Spicy. Welcome to the stage. Hello, welcome in.
Hello.
Hi, I hope I'm saying your name right. Kai, right?
Hi.
Yes, welcome in. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm happy that you're here. The introduction,
Yes. Yes.
spicy. Take
Very.
us to the beginning.
So as I was saying, me and my girlfriends, we travel all the time, but we always go
Hmm.
to like the islands. We stay on the continent, US, right? So I
Hmm.
was like, I want to do something big, girl. Like we're getting older. Let's leave the continent. Let's go somewhere. So we all actually had an assignment, and my assignment was African countries. So we could
Hmm.
choose where we would end up going. So
Hmm.
I joined Instagram and they had like these black people travel groups.
Hmm.
And in joining a group, they did a tour to Ghana and it was a beautiful tour. Hi everybody. And I made a comment like, wow, beautiful. And he DM'd me saying, hey, if you ever come, I'm a tour guide. I can show you around
Hmm.
Ghana. And that's how it started. So
Okay, so y'all met on Instagram. 2020 was when you took your first trip. So, like, how was preparation? How did you prepare?
okay. So for the Dubai or for Ghana, which one?
Let's start with Dubai because that's where it started at.
Yes, let's start with Dubai.
Yes,
So
let's start with Dubai.
I'm dating him in secrecy, and then I'm like, okay, this is not going to work, right? I'm never going to go to Africa to meet this man. Let me walk away from this. So I ghost him for a year.
Mm.
So then I started like my weight loss journey, and I was working out. And he commented in 2021 now, a year later after I ghosted him, and he said, well, I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Something very simple like that. And what made me respond to that, because I don't know if you know how they do the Olympics every 4 years, and it's usually on the even months. But because of
Hmm.
COVID, they did the 2020 Olympics in 2021. And Team Ghana
Okay.
came out, and Team Ghana was looking so good. I was like, there was a man in my DMs I used to talk to. So when
Uh-huh.
he left that message and thinking about the Olympics, it made me go back and I responded. So we reconnected and it was so seamless, like it was no pressure. We were like
Mm-hmm.
really friends. That's how it
Hmm.
started. I actually tried to push him off on one of my girlfriends. She was like, girl, no, thank you. But
Right.
we reconnected and we would talk and I was like, listen, I'm not just gonna come to your country. Like, we gotta meet somewhere in neutral ground. So he
Mm.
says to me, okay, well, think of somewhere and I could get a visa and I will come. So my girlfriend was like, girl, say anything, say anything, say Dubai. And I'm like, okay. So I said to him, what about Dubai? And
Hmm.
he was like, okay. Like, all right. So in my mind, I'm still thinking like he's just talking. And about a month later, he showed me the visa and his passport. He was like, I got the visa. It's time for us to book our flight. So
Mm.
my birthday was in January, and then that's when I kind
Hmm.
of told my friends it's my 40th birthday. I'm like, I met this guy, y'all. I like him. Like, I really,
Hmm.
really like him. And then you have mixed emotions. People was like, girl,
Hmm.
you crazy. But they don't know. I've been seeing him now a while.
Hmm.
Um, so I booked the trip to Dubai. And we chose to go in February around Valentine's Day. And
Oh,
yeah, we chose that time. And I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. I was like, what if he don't show up? Um,
right.
yeah, that was my biggest thought because
Uh-huh.
we're talking every day, but I landed in Dubai that Friday, February the 8th. And it's a 14-hour trip from where I am, right? Then
Hmm.
he's leaving Friday and he's arriving Saturday. So that's like a 2-day window, a period where there's no communication. Because
Hmm.
when I'm in flight and I'm landing, when I land, he's now in flight, right? So I'm
Mm,
at the
okay.
hotel the day before and I'm in a group chat with my friends and he was like, have you heard from him? I'm like, no, not yet, but he's in flight. From what he showed me his flight itinerary, he, is coming. And I'm nervous, but I still don't hear from him yet. So fast
Hmm.
forward that Saturday morning, I get up, I take my shower, put my smell good on, get all ready,
Hmm.
and then I go down to the lobby and I'm like, let me have breakfast. I gotta calm my nerves.
Hmm.
And then he messaged me. He was like, I'm here. And I'm like, okay, okay, he's here. So I go to the front lobby and I wait. Now, keep in mind, girlfriend, the
Hmm.
hotel I selected is like 5 minutes from the airport because I wanted to be really close to.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm standing outside 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes.
Hmm.
He's not here. So I'm
Hmm.
like, I messaged my girlfriend. So I'm like, I think he's playing. He's not here. I know the airport, it doesn't take this long. And then he messaged me. He was like, where are you? And I'm like, okay, he's playing with me. And I'm like, I'm at the hotel. And he was like, well, I'm here. In my mind, I'm outside waiting. And he was
Hmm.
like, just go back to your room. So in my mind, I'm like, this guy, he's playing games on WhatsApp. But I
Hmm.
made up my mind, I'm going to enjoy this trip if he doesn't show.
Hmm.
So I go back to my room and he's in the room. He's there.
Wait, so he was inside of, okay,
He was
so while
inside
you
the
went to
room.
the airport, he came to the room.
Right.
Okay.
So I think what he did, he tells the story that I left the room open. I didn't. You know, Dubai is very strict, right? And
Hmm.
you're really not supposed to technically be staying with someone you're not married with.
Right.
So when I booked our hotel and I booked
Hmm.
everything, I put husband
Wait
and
a minute. Okay. Because
right.
I knew that Dubai was a bit strict on
They're
how
very
they
strict, and
do
I
things.
even went on Amazon and bought fake rings because
Hmm.
we were technically shouldn't be according to their customs sharing a room together, or even in a hotel. So I
Hmm.
booked everything under Mr. and Mrs. So
Hmm.
I'm thinking what happened. He came through the back way, the other side. He went to the
Mm.
desk and gave the names, and they had us down, and they just gave him a key. But he wants to tell a
Okay.
different story. So that's how we
Hmm.
connected, and then it just was so smooth. It was so easy. The trip to Dubai,
Hmm.
preparation wasn't hard because I didn't need a
Okay.
visa. It was
Okay, so you don't need a visa to go to
no.
Dubai as an American.
He
Okay.
needed one. He needed a
Hmm.
visa. But on my end, it was just a matter of booking your flight. And if anybody wants to meet up with their love in Dubai, Dubai runs special. Emirates Airlines run specials certain times of the year where you can get a flight round trip for like dirt cheap. I think my flight was like almost 800 round trip from
Wow.
JFK.
Chat, did y'all hear that? She
Mhm.
giving that was a gem right there. Okay.
Yes,
So Dubai, how long was the trip?
it was 9 days, girl.
9 days.
It was 9 days. And it was the most beautiful nine
Mm-hmm.
days. The experience was amazing. We did everything together. We even went to
Mm-hmm.
the mosque together. We were all wrapped and dressed.
Mm-hmm.
We did the dirt bikes. We went on a safari. Like we did the Burj Khalifa. We went all the way to the top.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Dubai uh, mall.
Mm-hmm.
It was just amazing. It was
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Wow.
Mhm.
Getting the spot, but it's cheaper both. Okay, so you stopped talking to him, you started back talking to him after a year. He messages you something nice, encouraging. You guys kick it back off. You wind up meeting in Dubai. How were your friends, family? You said you kept it to yourself. So did you keep that you were traveling? No, you told your girlfriends, right?
Right. Once I made that decision
Mm-hmm.
that I was going to go to Dubai and meet
Mm-hmm.
him, that's when I told my immediate family, my mom,
Okay.
my two kids. My son was an adult child,
Mm-hmm.
um, and my dad and my grandparents. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then my close knit girlfriends, because again,
Mm-hmm.
at that point, it's my safety. I didn't want to just make that trip and they not know.
Mm-hmm.
But the dating part from 2020 up until we met up with each other, I kept that quiet until the decision was made that I was going to meet him in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
And okay, that's understandable. So boom, he in the room. What was your first like?
So when I first seen him, so we embraced, we gave each other a hug, and it felt natural.
Right.
Um, well, we video chat, we video call, we WhatsApp. So he looked how I expected, and he just had these very genuine eyes. He just was.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt natural. Like I didn't have the nerves that I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think he was more nervous than I was.
Mm.
But plus also, the language barrier. To me, he speaks good English, but I think he was nervous about the choice of words, so he was very you know, selective with his
Careful.
wording.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was nervous, but for me, it was very natural, very natural.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. 9 days in Dubai. Take us through how they were. What did you guys do?
So the first night,
Hmm.
okay, after we, meet each other, and
Hmm.
now, the time zone difference, so we both were really
Yes.
tired. So he went to get something to eat, and we slept. We went to sleep.
Hmm.
We woke up that night and we went to a Nigerian restaurant in
Okay.
Dubai. They didn't have any Ghanaian restaurants, but it was an
Hmm.
African restaurant. It was really, really good. They had like a
Hmm.
club inside, so we did the whole club scene that night. He was
Hmm.
shy, he didn't dance, but the food was excellent. So that
Hmm.
was my first experience with jollof rice. And he
Mm.
said, "Well, it's good, but it's not Ghanaian jollof." But he was hating. He was hating.
Uh-huh.
But I thought the jollof was good. So we spent the night there. Um, Came back. Got home really late. The next day was the excursion where we did like the dirt bikes and the safari. Oh, that is
Oh.
the best. That was
Uh-huh.
all day. If anybody goes to Dubai, that is something you must book. It's an
Wow.
all day tour. They came and picked us up. They took us to the desert. The bikes was there waiting for us.
Mm.
I booked one bike, but they didn't have one bike, so they gave me my own bike, which was really nerve wracking because I didn't know anything about dirt bikes. But I did good. I did good.
Hmm.
And then afterwards we had dinner there. Then they took us on like the sand dunes where they have that's scary. When you kind of
Mm.
like going up and down, we took beautiful pictures. The tour guide was amazing. We tipped him so well. Like the pictures he was able to snap on his phone,
I
most
know they were beautiful.
they were beautiful, and he was so good. He
Uh,
was like, "Jump in the air! You're in the desert.
yes,
Point at the stars. Point at the
yes.
sun." He was really good.
Uh,
Um, so that was day two. Listen, we were exhausted. So if you do book a trip to Dubai, you have to allow 1 or 2 days for
for
sleep.
rest. Yes.
Yes. I didn't think about that, and I had something planned every day, but by the third day, we both was like, we were tired.
Hmm.
So we almost missed our excursion to the Burj Khalifa, but we made it. So that was day
Mm.
three. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Wow. So 9 days. I know that went by fast.
It went by fast. Um, and then it was during COVID, remember? So this is
Okay.
during this COVID period, and then we had to actually, well, he had to get tested before he can go back to Ghana.
Actually, oh, okay.
Right. I didn't have to do that to go back to the States, but he
Hmm.
did. And the night before, he went to go get his testing at a facility in Dubai. He was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I don't know your
Hmm.
way of doing this, but I really, really love you. Like, will you marry me? And I'm like, it felt kind of corny and cliche, but I was like, it just felt right. And I was like,
Yes.
yeah, I would. I would. So that next day we went
Oh.
to the airport and it was so sad because like where I was going was one way, his was to go, and we had a moment. Now in Dubai you can't really be embracing. They say
Mm.
you're not supposed to hug and touch, no
Hmm.
public display of affection. So I
Right.
couldn't hug him. There was no kiss goodbye. It was tough. So we both just like locked eyes with each other and he kind of gave me like, "Would I see you again?" And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it felt so I felt so hard because in my mind I'm like, oh my God, I really hope I see him again. But he went his way, I went my way, and
Hmm.
then we started the plan for the trip to Ghana.
Okay, so how soon after leaving Dubai? Dubai was February, what was that, 2021, right?
Dubai was February 2020. No, at this time Dubai is February because remember I ghosted him in 2021,
2022.
2022. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how soon did you go to Ghana? When did you go to Ghana?
August 2022.
I heard you, as you should
Yes.
have.
Yes.
Okay,
I was not
so
waiting.
okay, so y'all, February, August, that was a few months. So how was communication? How were you guys feeling? You just left, you said yes, you went your separate ways.
It was every day we stayed in contact. Like I let him
Uh-huh.
know I'm back in the U.S. He let me know we continued on our everyday talking, communicating, video
Hmm.
calls, praying together, being together. Like all the time. And then it started that preparation, like, okay, what I need to do. So the first thing that I needed to do was get the visa, right?
Right.
So, I reached out. This is when I started to join like different groups online to kind of
Mhm.
figure out how you do this visa thing. And then actually a woman from my mom's church, she said, no, there's a travel agency in the next city over who handles visas to African countries. You should really go there.
Okay.
So and it was the best decision ever because I was a little scared about mailing my passport over and waiting for it to get back. So I went to this travel agency in the
Mhm.
next town over. The only thing they required, they wanted a letter from him, like an invitation letter. He was
Mm.
so fast. He typed it up and emailed it to them right away. They wanted to know his address, like his
Mhm.
GPS address,
Mhm.
in Accra, because he's from Accra.
Right.
And then I had to have the yellow fever shot.
Mhm.
So I did get the fever shot in advance.
Mhm.
Um, and this is a gym. I don't know if this works for everybody. I know some people, I've heard some women say that their insurance companies pay for the travel vaccine.
Right.
Mine didn't. But if you have like a FSA account, like a flex spending card with your insurance company, they take that. So
Another gym chat. Another gym.
yes, and that for me, now I'm in New Jersey.
Okay.
That shot for me in New Jersey was $500. I've heard people say it was less in their state.
I think mine was around 300 or so. I'm in
Yeah, mine
Ohio.
was
Hmm.
five. So I was able to use that card, thank God, and pay for the shot. So that's the only thing that they required of me. And then they took my information, they took the passport, and I had my visa. Oh, and the guy was like, "Listen, how often you think you're gonna go there?" And I was like, "Hopefully a couple of times. Like, hopefully this is not the first." He was like, "I think you should get a
Right.
5-year visa." So he helped me get a
Hmm.
5-year visa, and that was
And that
it.
was about what, two, was it 200 or so for the,
It was about 200. Yeah, and
yeah.
that included their fee or whatever they charge. So I got the
Hmm.
5-year visa, which for me made sense because in my mind I was going to try to go there, if not every 6 months, once a year, until I could get
Hmm.
there. Yeah.
Hmm. Ghana in August 2022. How long was the trip for?
So that was 11 days.
Okay.
And that's when I actually married him.
Okay.
Which was, it was like sad because I
Hmm.
wanted my mom and my kids there, and my mom
Hmm.
doctor wouldn't approve her because of blood clots. He didn't want her flying that far.
Right.
And then my kids in time, at the time with this whole COVID and vaccines, my daughter was kind of young. I didn't know if I
Hmm.
wanted to be pumping her with vaccines. So I went on my own.
Hmm.
Um, and we married August the 12th. But I arrived about 4 days before then. So I got there like August 8th, 2022.
Mm,
Mhm. Yeah.
okay. Let me mute somebody because he act like he don't know what's going on in here. Okay. So Ghana for the first time. How was it when you touched? I don't know how to pronounce the airport. Kota K. It start with a K. We both know what we talking
I
about.
know what you're talking about.
How did you feel when you reached Ghana?
It was like a breath of fresh air. Once I got out the airport and my feet
Hmm.
were on the ground, it was like, wow. It was what, of course, you had the people out there wanting to help you, but he was waiting for me.
Hmm.
Um, right. He was standing right in the corner with this big old smile on his face. It was so, it was beautiful. It was what I expected.
Hmm.
I joked with him. I was like, I didn't have any Aquaba girls. I wanted the girls to be, he was like,
I
really?
know doing the do, 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 do,
Yes.
do, do.
But he picked me up, and the first place he took me to my Airbnb to make sure I could check in. And the crazy thing about it was he was actually in somebody's wedding that day. So he left the reception to pick me up. So if I don't know if people
Oh.
look, if you go back and look at my videos, I posted when I first got
Hmm.
here. He's in a tuxedo. So a lot of my friends, they're looking, they're like, wait a minute, you got married? I was like, no, he's leaving somebody's wedding
To come
and
pick
picking me
you.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was amazing. It was amazing. Mhm.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so where did you stay at when you got to Ghana? Where did you stay?
I stayed in Osu. It
Okay.
was this beautiful Airbnb, and I wanted to be in a travel area.
Mhm.
From what I researched, a lot of people, especially foreigners who visit, they stay in that area. It's like a tourist area. And
Mhm.
it was a beautiful Airbnb. It was really
Mhm.
big. It was 4 bedrooms, 3 baths.
Wow.
And it was like it was like on the top floor. It was like a penthouse suite. It was beautiful.
Mhm.
And what I liked
Mhm.
about it, it was right outside. They had different shops. So I stayed in Osu, which was about a 15-minute drive from where his house was in Accra.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ghana, breath of fresh air.
rather fresh.
Second time meeting. And so, how did you plan for Ghana? Did he do the planning for what you guys were doing as you were there, or did you kind of see things that you wanted to do?
He did the planning because that's his country, right? So he said, "Listen,
Right.
I'm gonna whatever you want to do." So I was going on YouTube and I was seeing different things. I wanted to go
Mhm.
to the Makola market and I wanted to do this. So he had that things in place for me. Also, I went to go do the canopy walk.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, which was awesome, which was scary. Never doing that
Yes.
again.
Uh
It's one of
huh.
those things. Once you do it, you don't need to do it no more. But he plans everything. And again, he was smarter than me as far as the trip for Dubai because he kind of planned things around you're gonna need that day to rest before we marry, and you're gonna need the day after. So
Mhm.
I have to give him credit. He planned the trip
Mhm.
better
Period.
than
As he should.
yes, yes, he did.
Yes.
Hmm.
She got married 4 days after she got there. Was that stressful?
Yes, it was stressful. Again, it was scary because I was alone. I went by
Mhm.
myself. And then, I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be a court signing. I knew where the place was because in advance, when he had to get an appointment, they did ask for a copy of my ID and my mom and dad's information. And then the wedding was at 7:30 in the morning. We had to be there so that was like,
Mhm.
remember the time zone change.
Yeah.
My body is still technically on US time.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm up now. The makeup artist arrived to the Airbnb like 5 in the morning and I'm tired. Like,
Mm.
but you're nervous, you're scared. It wasn't too stressful in the fact I didn't, it wasn't a wedding where bridesmaids and different things like that. It was just me and him getting dressed and getting in his car and going. And his
Mhm.
family met us there, but I wouldn't say stressful, but it was more nervous than anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna just do a quick recap for anybody that is coming in, guys. We have Kai here. Her husband just came. How long has he been here?
November will be
Uh huh.
2 years that
Okay,
he's
so
been
he's
here.
been here for 2 years. Ghanaian and American couple. They closed the gap. Guys, if you're not following her, please follow her. They met, ghosted, got back, met up in Dubai. Now she's on her second trip. She's in Ghana and she's there for 11 days. In Dubai, he proposed and they met up in February 2022, met back up in August 2022. And we're at the August trip where they just got married. She said 4 days. Okay. Their baby is so handsome. It's
Oh,
so
thank
cute
you.
and chocolate. So cute and
Thank you.
chocolate. Okay, so yeah, you get married there by yourself. So was it a white wedding, traditional? How was that?
It was no white wedding. It was a court
Hmm.
signing. So I had on
Okay.
my beautiful burgundy dress and my shoes. He had on a beige and burgundy like captain suit.
Hmm.
Um, his uncle and his brother were our witnesses. His
Hmm.
mom, his grandparents were there. His sister and his
Hmm.
cousin was there.
Hmm.
And we were the second couple, which kind of took the nerves off a little bit. So
Hmm.
imagine, y'all, we were the 7:30 appointment. It was a couple
Wow.
who was getting married before us. They were young.
Wow. Uh-huh.
So we were able to like clap for them, and then we were the
Hmm.
next one up. And of course, he was up there for maybe 10 minutes. It wasn't long.
Hmm.
Um, and we after that we went to rest, and then we had our reception later that day at the Airbnb. The Airbnb was big.
Right. It was a penthouse.
It was a penthouse, and we had about 35 to 40 people there. And he planned
Wow.
when I tell you, listen, if you are planning to get married in Ghana,
Hmm.
let your love do the negotiation. When I tell you he planned everything, our wedding cake was like $30. He got
Wow.
the food, everything, the drinks.
Hmm.
It was well prepared. So
Hmm.
we had our reception later that day at the Airbnb.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. You giving me a lot right now. I'm like love bliss. Like everything is happening, it's working well. You met the family. How soon when you got there, your first trip, did you interact with them after he proposed or like
So I met the
mhm.
family on the first trip, right? That first day, me and him kind of spent time together because I was nervous. I was like,
Yes.
"He's gonna bring you to meet the family." It's like we'll go tomorrow if you feel better. And remember, he was at a wedding that day, so he had a lot going on.
Right.
And I just wanted to get to the Airbnb, shower, get out my clothes. I was in the airport. I was on a flight a long time. I just wanted to relax. So the next day, he had planned the time, and I put on my pink little cute dress. And I did bring like some gifts for them. And then his family owns a big compound where they have tenants. And when he pulled up and the gates open, I was like a little nervous, but they were
Hmm.
waiting there for me. They was very receptive of me.
Hmm.
They were super super nice, and
Yes.
they were very
Hmm.
kind and humbling. And I wanted to take my shoes off, and he was like, "No, no, 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 you come, come."
Hmm.
Um, his family, honestly, they was very receptive of me. My family was a little bit more skeptical until he came here. Then they were like, they opened their arms to him.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
hmm
So you stayed in Osu. What part? He's from Accra. Is what tribe is he from?
His mother is a Gon and his father is a Fenty.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he's a combination of both, but he speaks Gon. That's
Okay.
his language. He speaks mainly. hmm
Okay. Um, was there any culture shock? Anything like that?
Not while we were dating, and not
Hmm.
while he was there. When he
Okay.
came here,
Baby. Okay. 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 So, anything else you would like to share in regards to Ghana? How customer service was? What is your favorite Ghanaian dish?
oh, that's easy. The oh my god, the Indomie. The
Okay.
Indomie. I loved
Okay.
it with the spice and the cabbage. I
Yes.
could have eaten that the whole time I was there. I know a
Oh
lot of people speak
wow.
about the jollof rice is excellent, but it was the Indomie for me. I did do some local dishes. He did take me to
Mhm.
local areas, but the
Mhm.
Indomie was nice. The people in Ghana are so sweet and
Yes.
peaceful. Everywhere I went, they were really, 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 really nice. The
Mhm.
customer service. I can see why people say that country is one of the most peaceful places.
It's so beautiful.
It's very beautiful. I mean, even like everywhere I went, it was amazing. The children, he took me to see them in their little uniforms.
Oh.
They were so cute.
Yes.
Yeah, so everything about it, like Ghana, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Mm.
So Indomie is like, I guess, like noodles.
Mhm.
It kind of
Like
looks
ramen noodles a
like
little
ramen
bit.
noodles, but they mix
Uh-huh.
it with different type of vegetables and
Mhm.
and a nice spice to it. I think I'm saying it right, but
Yeah,
that's
you
the
said it
dish.
right.
Okay, that's the dish that I really enjoy. Yeah,
Sort of like our ramen. Yep.
yeah,
Peanut butter soup and fufu. That's my favorite.
peanut
Peanut
butter.
butter soup and fufu.
That
Oh
was
my goodness.
excellent too. I had it, but I had it with the fish
I
and the
like only beef. Only
right,
beef.
and then I had it here with the beef, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I get that in
Way
Ghana?
better.
Right, yes, but
Uh-huh.
the soup itself, the it was excellent. It was excellent.
Thank you so much, Rima. Um, I'm in love, Bliss. Well, okay, so let's go to day 10, day 11. You about to leave Ghana. What are the conversations like? Not too deep, but what are words like?
So we're
I have to
married
be
now,
apart.
right? We're
Yeah. Uh-huh.
married, and it's like, okay, now we have to start this process. Like we had those deep conversations before and then after, and like,
Hmm.
okay, like how is this going to work? We both don't know what the process is like. I've never been married before. He's never been married. How
Mhm.
long it's going to take for you to get here? We just didn't know. So
Mhm.
we made a plan that every 6 months we would try to meet. So he was like, look, he's a travel agent. I make a lot of my extra money off tips. I would work tips to help with money to meet you halfway to help you get here. If you can try every 6 months, I know you have your vacation time from your employer. That might be a bit lot, but if not every 6 months, once a year. But I knew right away that I was going to file for him as quickly as possible. So before I left, I did make copies of some documents
Mhm.
to
Very
bring
smart.
back with me.
Mhm.
um Birth certificate, passport, him getting passport size pictures, because again, we were doing our research before I even came on what this immigration process might look like.
Mhm.
So he knew that there were some things that I'm going to probably need for me to file for you. So we
Mhm.
were, those last couple of days, we were really trying to get some things, some paperwork, so
Mhm.
I could bring back so I could file for him as quickly as possible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you touched back down in Jersey.
Hmm.
When did you start the filing process?
Girl, so I married him in August. I filed for him October 3rd. So I
Okay.
spent that time doing my research. I did do a
Mhm.
consultation with an attorney just to
Mhm.
see like what I'm dealing with. And the attorney was very honest. He was like, "Look, you've never been married. He's never been married. There's no things here that might need my input." You know, once he told me I can't expedite the process, but we can do the process for you and make sure the paperwork is done right. I was like, "No, I could kind of do this
You
on my
can
own."
do that, right?
Yeah, I could do it on my own. So, in the midst of having that consultation, speak with attorney, and realizing I could do it on my own, gathering my evidence, I brought back his Dubai um, ticket. When you
Mhm.
get your ticket at the airport, because I wanted immigration to see where we met up at. So I started to build my case. I did do the I-130 online, which was the greatest thing ever because it kind of guided you through. Like
Mhm.
each section told you what to input,
Mhm.
which made it a lot easier. And then it was just a matter of uploading pictures and photos and proof of a bona fide marriage.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And you was able to do everything on your own.
On my
And you
own.
said October, right?
October 3rd is when I officially, actually, it was like late September I sent it off, but I got the letter in the mail from immigration that effective October 3rd, they did receive my I-130 petition.
Mhm. It
Hmm.
seems like the process was stress free for her. It do. And the way the story is going is given. I want to ask a question.
Hmm.
Was there ever a time where you thought, maybe not? You know what I mean?
And you know what's
Oh,
crazy?
I
And
love
that's why I
that.
titled it Guided Steps to Love, because I had my moments by myself. And I was like, God, give me one sign. Like I'm grown enough. I'm an adult here. Give me one sign that is wrong, or this, like, before I just go down this road and start doing this. And it's like the more I kept looking for a reason to walk away or not to even board that flight to marry him in August, we just kept getting guided. I just kept getting pushed forward.
Mhm.
So I never had a moment of an uncertainty
Mhm.
in the process with him. It was more of anxiousness,
Yeah.
but never uncertainty.
Mhm.
Honestly, it was just so smooth for us.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love that.
Hmm.
So October, you filed. When was the next time you went to Ghana?
So the next time I went to Ghana was January
Right,
20,
2023.
2023, and it's my
Okay.
birthday. So he threw me a birthday party there.
Oh.
We had a amazing time.
Mhm.
It was so nice. So I'm there January 2023, and this time I'm only there 9 days,
Okay.
because again, you got your vacation time, and you know, I told my
It
husband, I
ain't
love you, but
easy.
you're eating up my personal time here. I gotta try to build these hours back up
Yes.
between Dubai and Ghana, and 6 months later again. So I didn't stay as long as I wanted to the second time. So that time was only 9 days,
Uh-huh.
and we were still in the waiting process. And then I had connected with a friend, a lady who was on the journey too. She was like a step ahead of us.
Mhm.
And she said to me, and I was telling her, I'm just waiting for the I-130. I found it, they received October 3rd, still nothing back. And she was like, have you did the fiance visa? And I'm like, well, no, we're married. She was like, no, you can actually do the K3. What that does is for people who filed the I-130, right? You can
Mhm.
ask the United States, hey, I know you haven't made a decision on my I-130, but can my spouse come here while you guys make the decision? It's essentially the application that the fiancés would do, but it's free for us because we already filed the I-130. So I'm like,
Mm.
okay. She said, what that does is it's going to put eyes on your case. Sure enough, I went home. I looked. I was like, okay, it's free. I filed the K3 visa, submitted the same documents. They asked for proof of your I-130. I sent the proof of the I-130. This was like in March.
Mhm.
April 16th, I got an email. They declined or they denied the K3, but they approved the I-130. So she was right.
Oh,
It made
right.
them put eyes on the case. So they basically said, no, we're not going to let him come here, but we're going to approve you and push you guys to the next step, which was the
Mhm.
NBC stage. And then that took about 2 weeks once I uploaded my financials and they saw that I documentarily qualified to sponsor him. They
Mhm.
was like, okay, now you wait for a visa, and then we went through the transfer process.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, so you said March 2023, right?
March 2023.
And then 2 weeks into the NBC, so now we March, kind of April.
So no, so March I did the application, right?
Okay.
They approved. They denied the K3, but they approved my I-130 in
Uh-huh.
April 16th. They
Uh-huh.
approved it. So then they sent me over to NVC where I uploaded my documents. And about May, because it only took about 2 weeks, early May, they say you qualify, and now we're going to schedule you for an interview. So
Uh-huh.
this is in May 2023. And
Mhm.
then my husband and I transfer our case to another embassy in June 2023. They approved
Okay.
that in 2 days. Girlfriend, when I tell you my steps were guided, we got that email 2 days. They approved the transfer. That was in June. August, he got an interview. That his interview will be October.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
I transferred to Sierra Leone. At the time, Sierra Leone had no backlog.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. So how long did it take for it to actually get approved?
The visa part.
Uh-huh.
So he had his interview October 19th,
Uh-huh.
2023. Remember, I filed October 3rd, 2022. So within a year, he was interviewing.
1 year. Okay.
1 year. And then they approved him. He said he had 5 questions. He was up there. They approved it. And my husband had his visa the next week. So from the time I submitted my application to the time for him to approve, it was 1 year.
Wow. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Wow. Community throughout the process. How was that? Like, because I know there's groups on Facebook. I know I was in one group on Facebook, fiance and wives group, or even on TikTok and things like that. How was support?
Good question. It
Mhm.
was mixed, but I'll be honest, even the people who had concerns, they were genuine concerns because let's be honest. Let's
Mhm.
put ourselves in our friends and family shoes. If
Yeah.
you told them that you met a stranger online and a whole nother, they're gonna have their concerns.
Mhm.
My immediate family was like they just want to are you sure? Are you sure?
Mhm.
But what I appreciate about my husband so much, he started building a relationship with them while he was back there. He asked for their numbers. He communicated with them. My kids talked to him before he even
Mhm.
came here. My mom knew he would video call them. He would talk to them. So I always encourage people, if you have an immediate family, especially if they have those fears, build that relationship before they come here. But
Mhm.
I had girlfriends that was like, girl, life is short. Go ahead. But I did have some friends that was like, you
Mhm.
know, you sure about this? Like, is this
Mhm.
something you really want to do? How well do you know him? Um, but again, the I had more love than I had people that was like, girl, you shouldn't be doing this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. I want to ask questions around the waiting season when you guys were not together, the gap wasn't closed, you guys were waiting. How did you keep your heart and mind steady during the distance?
Excellent question. The immigration process will stress you. It will
Mhm.
consume you. And the anxiousness will overwhelm you. So what me and my husband did, virtual dates. It sounds corny, but we would do virtual dates. I would choose a
Mhm.
different place. We would do it once a week. He would choose the same place, the place where he would go watch soccer. But that he was just so corny. But
Uh-huh.
we would, to really take our mind off it, we would do online dating. Like I would bring my iPad, my phone. I would go to different restaurants. It would be just me and him. If I was
Oh.
invited to like a family cookout or a luncheon, like we have game night. He was part of it. I had him on a video. We were playing space. He was like, "Oh my god, I don't think I could play. I don't think I could do that. They get crazy." So we did things virtually to
Mhm.
try to keep our minds off the fact that we weren't together, because if you let those thoughts creep in, you will have those moments like, oh my God, is this worth it? I can't do this. So I always encourage people, date them online. I actually miss that. I miss it. I remember when my
Um.
husband had missionary work, and he went to go take care of some children near Kumasi, which is like 5 hours away from Accra. And he
Mhm.
took the ride, and he was showing me the different villages and the children, him playing soccer with them. I
Mhm.
felt like I was there, and the kids spoke to me. So
Mhm.
doing different things virtually with them, it kind of took your mind off the process.
Mhm. What did the waiting season teach you about love and timing?
Whew, patience. It forces you to be patient. Um,
Mhm.
and you have to rely on your love for the person. You feel like you have to love them more, because if you let doubt creep in, it could separate you.
It can.
That
Ooh.
waiting season is not easy.
Mhm.
I also tell people, even if right now financially it's hard to get to them, but wrap your mind around planning the next trip to them. That's what I did. I would work overtime to save money, because I'm like, okay, if he's not approved, he's not here, I'm gonna go back the following August, or here.
Mhm.
So by me working extra, trying to save money to get there again, that took my mind off the emptiness of the waiting season.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, so now we're at October, what was it, 19th,
yes, ma'am.
2023? That's
Yes,
when
ma'am.
the gap was closed. That's when he got his visa,
He was
right?
approved for his visa. He actually, the gap closed for us in November. He came about 2 weeks later, because he had to go back to Ghana, wrap
Mhm.
up some loose ends there, take care of some things there. And then he landed actually November 14th, 2023. He landed in the United States.
Mhm.
Hmm.
How was it seeing him? How long did was the last time you seen him? It was
So at this point, that January, when I went to go see him for my birthday. So
okay,
January 2023
to November.
to November.
Okay.
Right. And I had this whole video plan. I had my little tripod ready to do like this
Mhm.
whole little airport thing. Girl, Delta, I got a message saying, "Oh, great news! We landed sooner than expected." He landed like a whole hour and a half.
Oh no.
So
So you
I'm
couldn't even
home.
do it.
No, I'm home, and while I'm home, I'm in New Jersey, but he's landed in New York. So I'm like, oh my God, he's here. The flight landed. So I'm trying to get dressed. I get my coffee, get in my car. I got to get through the tunnel, the bridges, the tolls, get there.
Mhm.
He still has to go through the immigration process. But girlfriend, by the time I got there, he was outside.
Wow.
Yeah,
Waiting on you.
waiting on me, waiting on
Oh.
me. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So, my next question to you, first time seeing him. Okay, so basically, when you seen him at the airport, you were like rushing to get him settled, get his suitcase, get him in the car. Was it only you? Who else went with you to pick him up
It
from the
was just
airport?
just me and him. It was
Just
it
you.
reminded me of Dubai. It was, and I'm happy it was that way because I
Uh
wanted
huh.
that moment with just me and him, and then I also wanted to ease my kids
Mhm.
and family, and I wanted that time for just me and him.
Mhm.
Um, so I can make, because again he might have his nerves, and I
Mhm.
didn't want to overwhelm him with family and friends in that moment. So it was just me and him. And then, I brought him back to the house
Mhm.
and showed him where the room would be and put his bags away. And then I kind of
Mhm.
let him like shower, eat, and I gave him that day to himself. And then, but he
Mhm.
did meet the kids that day. Obviously, my
Mhm.
daughter was young; she lived there.
Mhm.
So and my son came later that day. But I really just took that time to have that moment with me and him.
Mm.
Yeah.
What has been the most beautiful part of building life together in the same space?
Our baby. 2 months
Oh.
later, I got pregnant. Didn't think that would
Mhm.
happen that soon. But honestly, aside from the baby, blending the cultures, I've learned a lot about myself.
Mhm.
um, it has humbled me, learning different things from him, and I think the most beautiful thing is getting to experience the man here. It's
Mhm.
challenging, but it's been fun. It's been fun.
How does it feel raising your baby boy together along with your other children?
Girl, being a geriatric mom, woo,
Mm.
it's different. It's
Uh-huh.
different. My other children, they love him. But it is a lot different when you have a baby say in your 20s than it is now. But I will say I'm older, I'm wiser. My husband is very hands on.
Mhm.
He's very hands on with the baby. Um, it's a lot. It's a
Mhm.
lot. And I'm one of those people that's not used to being. I'm usually just, I don't go by a clock, but now with a baby, I gotta be on a clock. So
Mm.
yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Please continue tapping the screen.
Thank you, thank you,
Um,
thank you.
where was I at? I'm at closing the gap. Mm. Okay. Um, where was I at? Excuse me. There we go. How do you stay emotionally and spiritually connected in this season of parenting?
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes you have to disconnect. Um, I take time for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I go do therapy once a month, and I love my therapist. Now I think I'm his therapist. He do more talking than I do, but
Uh-huh.
he helped me to understand that yes, you are a mom, yes, you are a wife, but you can't be any of that if you don't take care of yourself. So the easiest thing for me, I take that time for me, and
Mm-hmm.
that helps me be better for them. And it could be
Mm-hmm.
something simple. Sometimes I will get in my car and I will go through the car wash and wash my car. Or, I'll just an hour. I used to, when my husband first came, I was trying to help him get acclimated, and I would have my hour lunch. I would be cooking on my hour lunch, trying to, that hour I take for myself now. You have to find balance. And what I appreciate the most about my husband is he allows me to have that time and that balance. So we work. We work. He gives me that space. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like people lose themselves in so many titles. Thank you for the follow. She said, what is that word?
Geriatric.
Geriatric. She looks great. Excuse me, y'all. Trying to therapy is maintaining healthy mental health. Yes, therapy is good. A lot of
It's
people
excellent.
think you got to be cuckoo. You ain't got to be cuckoo.
You
You
don't
got to
have to be
know.
cuckoo.
It's about acknowledging, knowing what you need for yourself. I think in the Black community, we don't have a lot of people that even talk about it. I thought it was crazy. So I checked myself in and said, I need to talk to somebody to talk through some things. And it was extremely helpful.
It was, and what,
Um,
especially in this type of relationship, because if you speak to women, it's good to build a community, right, with women who's going through the same
mhm,
type of relationship as you, right? Because your regular friends and family, they're not going to get it, right?
they don't.
Some they don't understand it. So I do
Hmm.
appreciate having a sisterhood with women who's going through it, but you have to be careful with that too, because sometimes they put their relationship on you. So sometimes you need a neutral person who do not know you and who
Hmm.
do not know your spouse or know your kids, who's not in the community, to take a step back and really undress you. And
Hmm.
again, it's not that you have to be crazy. It's just somebody that'll help you see, no, you are who you are, but you got to take care of you first. If you don't take
Hmm.
care of you, you're no good to nobody. And
Hmm.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Hmm.
Whew. Advice for women who are in long distance. For the woman still waiting, what would you tell her today?
I know it's hard. I know it's tough. It weighs on you. I know. Um, Follow your heart.
Hmm.
Also, date them online. Keep your love alive. Don't allow doubt to creep in. Um, do different things virtually with them. Try as much as you can to plan the next visit, to focus on the next visit. Try as much not to think about the gap. The gap will break you down. um Also, try to connect with other positive women who might be going through it. Create, if you can get one or two women who's on the journey with you. Again, there was one woman that was a step ahead of me. She kind of guided me, and then there was one who was already closed, so she was guiding me from the other side. So if you can make a
Hmm.
connection with someone who's on a journey with you, maybe
Hmm.
ahead of you, you will have that sisterhood that'll help you get through those lonely days.
Yes.
Hmm.
Rima says, one thing I like about Miss O is that she remains true to herself. That's why I follow her, y'all. I
Yeah.
love her content. Great advice.
Yeah.
Felicia says, and we're going through the same process, so you don't have to worry about judgment. Some people do judge, but hey.
Mhm.
Blackberry says, stay busy. Um, okay, so my next question is there anything you wish you'll do differently during the LDR season?
It's a good question. What would I do differently?
If you would do anything differently.
If I would, honestly, okay, I became so consumed in trying to get him here, right?
Mm,
Um, I was in so many groups. I knew all the lingo. I knew where the immigration process is with for each country. I
mm,
lost time where I really could have been learning my husband and his culture.
mm,
If I had to do that over, I would have just let the process and
mm,
really take the time to kind of know the man I was bringing here. I always make a joke like I just being shocked when culturally for him, and he was like, "You, we don't take out the garbage," and I'm like, "Wait, what? Men take out garbage?" So, it was like trying to really learn him, and even he at some point was like, "Baby, it's okay. We'll be together. God will get us there." But if I would have really embraced the time of learning him more,
mm.
as opposed to being so consumed with the process of getting him here.
That's good.
Hmm.
Um, what's your best advice for preparing for a visa journey mentally, emotionally, and financially?
Okay, so what I would say is you should get a journal.
Hmm.
He should get a journal, and you guys should write down everything in preparation for the visa.
Hmm.
I still have our journals. We're gonna save it for our baby so he can have look. This is what your mom and daddy have to go through. Um,
Mhm.
but sometimes, again, your mind is trying to juggle so much information that you don't know. There might be things you miss that he might remember, or things that he missed that you might remember.
Mhm.
Once a week, if you can, go over your notes together and
Mhm.
have everything. Keep a copy of everything,
Mhm.
um, even your approval notices, when you sent it off, addresses. Keep a journal and keep a copy of that. um, I always talk about this financially.
Mhm.
I always keep it real with women. I don't agree with women making big life changing financial decisions. I don't believe in you having to pull from your 401k.
Mhm.
I don't believe in you consuming a lot of credit card debt. If you
Mhm.
can, pick up extra shifts, work
Mhm.
overtime, Uber, Lyft, try to find other means of income as opposed to drain. Your savings is going to be drained some way, somehow. It just is what it is. But to limit that as much as possible financially, I would say if you can,
Mhm.
try to work for the money as opposed to incurring debt, because you don't want to bring them here and now you bringing them into a situation where y'all in a hole.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true. Hello, welcome in. They said exactly. That's very realistic. Correct. Yes, guys. Thank you so much for tapping the screen, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. One, we didn't get through the whole interview in less than an hour. Okay. I mean, you straight to the point. You're very straight to the point. I like that. Um, very detailed. Gave gems. I mean, the gems about Dubai, right? That as well as also too for people who file spousal and how you can do the K-1-3. I believe that's what you said.
It's called the K3 visa. So if you found
K-3
the
visa.
I-130, oh, and you don't have to wait. I've learned that too. Like, again, I found out months later.
Mhm.
But you can file once you have a receipt showing you filed the I-130. You can file a K3, and what that does is put eyes on the case. They're
Mhm.
more than likely not going to approve it, but they're going to approve your I-130, which pushes your case along. So I tell
Mhm.
people that all the time. When wives hit me up and I'm like, "Did you do the K3?" and they're like, "No, file it, and it's free for you because you
Mhm.
already paid the fee when you did the I-130."
Yes, you file immediately or together.
Yeah, I'm learning that a lot of
Uh-huh.
women are doing it immediately, which you should. This is the first I hear it together, because my understanding when I did it with my husband, they wanted a copy of the I-130 receipt. So I'm not sure how you can do it together, because you need that official letter from immigration showing your receipt with your receipt
Mhm.
number. But apparently things can change. But I encourage women to do it all the time, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Edgy Gemini said I filed it and ours was approved within 3 months. Okay, wow, congrats to you guys.
Congrats.
Another great interview. Thank you. Um, There were women who filed K3 back in 2021 and it appeared to work. Yes. We are all just I'm just now finding out about that, and I'm assuming everybody as well, those who haven't said anything. So what I'm going to do is, if that is okay with you, I'm going to open up the panel, or people could just put it in the comments. If you have a question, a comment, I didn't know this when I filed. That's what Rasta said. If anybody has anything that they would like to ask, say, I'm opening it
And if
up for
you're
you guys.
still, I don't know, Rasta, if you're still in the process, or it sounds like you're not, but if any woman
Mm-mm.
out there is still in the process and you did the I-130, file that K3 visa. Do it.
Hmm.
Do it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. No, he said, yeah, Rasta's here.
Oh,
Um, yeah, guys, if you got anything, drop it in the chat.
oh, that's good. Yeah.
Drop it in the chat.
Yeah, Dubai
Ooh.
was amazing. Again, if you
Yes.
want to meet up with them in Dubai, um, Dubai do specials once a year where you can get like really dirt cheap tickets. It's I think they usually do it around the holiday season.
Hmm.
But I will watch that. It's easier for them to get visas to Dubai without issues. Now, let me speak on my husband is Ghanaian, from
Mhm.
Ghana. I don't know if you're dating somebody from Nigeria, how that process.
Works, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we got two questions. Do you feel like life is easier now that he's here versus when he was back in Ghana? That's what Rima asked.
Rima, it's easier now that he's here. I don't have that stress of I want to be with my man. It is easier. Again, you still gonna have to go through the cultural adjustment.
Mhm.
Um, and when they come and they start to work and provide and take care of you, they take a lot of the stress and pressure off you. Um, However, what I will say that I do miss is when he was back there, I felt like we communicated more. You know,
Mhm.
we were online more. We honestly probably dated each other more. So I miss that euphoria of him being there and I'm here, but we still felt connected. Um, Even though he's physically here now, he works a lot. Like I wanted him to be
Mhm.
here, but he got called in to go to work.
Mhm.
But it's easier that he's here
Mhm.
because I don't have the
Mhm.
stress of worrying about when I'm going to see him again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The next question was, how was the process with him adjusting to the American culture when he got to the States? That's what Grace asked.
He still struggles with the food, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. My
Mhm.
husband, anything with cheese, pizza, he he has a hard time. Um,
Mhm.
Honestly, that's my biggest struggle with him because it's like how many times can I make the stews? I know it's like it's summertime. I'm hot. I got stew on the stove now because that's what he eats.
Right.
He has adjusted. I think the biggest shock for him when he came was how the kids and children, like he works in a city. He was like, oh my god, children talk like that around adults. Like I think that of that
Mhm.
more so as far as American culture. I'm like, yeah, they got seems like they got more rights, and you can't. He said, what? You can't hit them? Oh my god! In Ghana, they will beat you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think there's parts of it. He's like it shocks him.
Mhm.
Um, but the food is the biggest struggle for both of us. And then he makes his
Mhm.
own food, but he burns everything. That's another story, girl.
I seen the video about the pots. I seen
Oh,
the video about the
girl,
pots.
girl. But I try not to complain because he cooks it.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you know.
So how is that? Like, did you have to learn a lot of all or most of the dishes, or did you just learn a few?
Listen, girlfriend, I can't be pounding bonkorn fufu. I don't have the time. And y'all
Uh-huh.
gotta keep in mind, a lot of people be like, girl, you gotta learn as your husband. You gotta keep in mind, I got pregnant 2 months after he came. I'm
Mhm.
going through these whole emotions, hormones,
Yeah.
like adjusting, morning sickness, night sickness, not feeling well. He's here trying to get him acclimated, trying to get him adjusted to little things like when he parked the car, how to use the meter. Now they don't use the quarters and the meters no more. You got to pay with your car. It was a lot. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have time to be trying to figure out how to make banku and fufu. So
Hey, I heard you.
yeah, listen, I could do some stews, but when he have a taste for home, he cooks it.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fair. Hey, what
Yeah.
works? What works? Edgy Gemini, she said, when it came down to having kids, did you and your husband plan it out or just waited until he came? Yeah, he was here
Yeah.
yeah, he was
That is
here.
a phenomenal question.
Hmm.
We talked about I had an honest conversation with myself before I decided to marry him. My days of parenting I thought were over, but I
Oh.
knew he had no children. So
Hmm.
once I said, okay, I'm gonna give you one, right? I'm
Hmm.
older, I haven't had a baby in 14 years.
Hmm.
Um, all I can promise you is a try, right?
Yes.
If you know for certain that you definitely need one. I didn't want the stress or the pressure of, I didn't want to be one of those women every month sitting over the toilet hoping I didn't have a menstrual.
Hmm.
So I told him I would try. So what I did was while going through the process, I did go to my OBGYN and I had a fertility check. They tell you how
Hmm.
many eggs you have. They
Hmm.
tell you your levels, your
Hmm.
ovulation. they girl when they went in with that dye to check my fallopian tubes. Ooh, that's the worst feeling in the world. But I had a
Mhm.
full fertility check. Right? She said,
Okay.
"Listen, you perfect." I mean,
Oh, that's
she
a
said,
blessing.
"Listen, if anything, I want." She said, "You're older. We tell most women try a year because of your
Mhm.
age. I will say try 6 months. If it doesn't happen, we want to check him because we know you have children,
Mhm.
and from everything we see, you're fine." So I knew back then I was in preparation, and then I did start taking prenatal vitamins once he got his interview date. So, and
Okay.
when they approved it and said, "Okay, you're gonna interview in October," this was like in August. I
Mhm.
started taking prenatal vitamins to kind of get my womb ready, because
Mhm.
again, I'm older. I don't know when
Mhm.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think it was gonna happen that soon.
Mhm.
I was giving myself about a year before we would probably say, let's see a specialist here and there. Again, I would try. That's what I offered. Girl, he came that November. In January, I was pregnant. So
Yes.
I do
Mhm.
tell when I don't know, I tell women try to do a full fertility check so you
Mhm.
know, and start taking some type of prenatal pills to kind of
Mhm.
get your body prepared for it.
Yes.
Depending on if you want to get pregnant right. Some women don't want to get pregnant right away. Again, I
Uh-huh.
didn't think it would happen that soon, but it
Right.
did. It did.
Thank you for that insight. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for that.
You're welcome.
What blackberry? What's tomatoes? I don't understand that. Oh, you talking about the stew? Maybe you talking about the stew thing. Wow, and we love cheese. We do love cheese. I know you tired of stew. Yes, the stews. LOL.
Proud of it. I'm proud of it.
They say everything tastes sweet. Okay, I'm sorry, Blackberry. I think that was towards the stew. I'm just trying to catch up, but make sure I'm catching any questions. Everybody laughing in the chat.
Mm.
LOL, you gotta get some good non-stick pots for him, Queen Alicia. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
she
I found them. I found them, girlfriend. I found them. Yes, you definitely need them. You get them before they come. That could be your welcome gift.
said.
When he walked
Yes.
through the door, you had them pots for him. Yes.
Jojo says, I'm older and worried I won't be able to give one too. I don't have any babies though. So Jojo, I think that would be a good thing. You said a full fertility
It's
check.
called a full fertility check. Your
Yes.
OBGYN will write a prescription and send you to a clinic. Most
Mhm.
insurances cover it. Mine did. Most of them do. They check everything. They even tell it's so weird. They tell you how many eggs you have.
Wow.
They go in. They make sure your fallopian tubes are open.
Mhm.
They would check to make sure if you have any fibroids. They look at everything. They check your hormone levels to see, when you're ovulating, things like that. So because if there's one or two things that they pick up while you're waiting for that gap to close, you can probably check. So, girlfriend, you may think you don't, but it could be something so simple that you may not even realize. Like you might have a tube that might be slightly closed that they can open, and I would do a full fertility check before anything. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Santorini Queen says you have to find a good Nigerian restaurant in your state to utilize DoorDash.
He's
Mm,
Ghanaian. There
right.
is some Nigerian restaurants that he do go to. That's pretty good. I wish
Mm,
there was. We don't have any near us. There's a couple in New York that we went to that he loved, but traveling to New York often could be taxing.
mm,
But I am gonna make a commitment once the baby starts daycare.
mm,
I'm gonna try to learn other things. Some of the
right.
dishes just. I
It takes
just think that
time.
it takes time. Everything.
Hmm.
You know what I didn't realize? I was going to use a lot of a blender. Ev-
Yeah, and the fact that you saying stew, I feel like stew is the one that is. I don't know. I feel like I just don't do a good job at it.
I've gotten better. He taught me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's when it's sitting and you not burning it.
It's
It
not
just
burning. Then you got to wait for the bubble to get to the top before it's
yeah.
a whole. I know
I
you.
like the soups better. I feel like
Yeah.
those are just easier.
Yeah. Mhm.
Santorini Queen, thank you so much for the follow. Yes, Blackberry, good. Meek says Geritol will put you in there. Rima asks, how does he manage homesickness?
Good question. I think he doesn't want me to feel bad, so he never says he's
Oh.
homesick. But a part of me feels like sometimes he misses home. But my husband is a gym rat. He's always there.
Mhm.
That is his safe place.
Uh
Um,
huh.
I think that takes his mind off it. Even sometimes, like when I first had the baby and I wanted to drop the baby weight, he was like, "Okay, you could come with me, but I'm gonna be over there. You go over there." Because
Mhm.
that's his piece.
Mhm.
So I think between work, being in the gym, he goes every
Mhm.
day except for Sundays.
Mhm.
And then that, taking up joy with his baby, I think that
Mhm.
takes his mind off the homesickness. Yeah.
Mhm. Grace asks, how was the process with him getting employment in the States for work?
Okay. Also a good question. I tell women this all the time.
Mhm.
If you know people that know people that know people that know people,
Yes.
once they get their interview date, start making those contacts and connections.
Mhm.
Um, I'm gonna be honest. My dad is a retired police officer who knew some people, so my dad was able to help him make connections
Mhm.
and help him get, a weapons permit and get him in those stages where we were able to help him get employment at a hospital doing armed security. So we had things that helped us because it can be a struggle when they first
Mhm.
come. I tell a lot of wives, if possible, especially if you have a husband that may not be already working back home, try to help
Mhm.
them get their GED while you're going through the process. They can take it online because if
Mhm.
they have that GED, that opens up a lot of doors, especially even if they want to go to school when they come, like work and go to school part time. Having that GED helps them. And when they come, one of the things they should bring is any records showing that, high school or college education. That helps them with jobs as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, blender, tomatoes, ginger, onions, and peppers. LOL. I love making stew. I learned for myself from watching a Nigerian lady on YouTube. It's a process. The more you cook the stew, the better you get at it. Okay. Okay. Grace asks, do you plan on living in Ghana in the future?
Oh, if you ask me right now, the answer is no.
Hmm.
Um, I just have too much going on in the States. I'm my mom's only child. I have an older son and a grandbaby that's here. I have
Hmm.
a daughter who's starting high school. Um, I want to be able to enjoy them here.
Hmm.
And now we have the little baby. I have a job that I've been at for almost 20 years. The goal is to get to 30 so I get those full benefits. And I have
Right.
a lot going on right now. So if you ask me right now, no. But when I'm 60 plus, that might
Hmm.
be different, but I don't think so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think mostly just their general ed, this college, that makes sense. Yes. Are there any more questions, guys, comments, anything like that? I truly appreciate you coming up here. I
Oh.
thank you for replying. Okay.
Thank you for having this platform because this is excellent because I get so many questions and it's hard for me to answer people, and I feel like if you can be on a platform like this and people can see it, and
Mm-hmm.
you might be nervous or scared the process,
Mm-hmm.
and you holding on to the love because it's not easy, right? We
Mm-hmm.
know, and a lot of people are scared. You just don't know, and the immigration process could just be draining. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I would do it because if I can answer a question to help somebody, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Rima said, I learned so much tonight. That's awesome. Queen Alicia
Yeah.
says, great, positive, informative live, great interview.
Thank
I
you.
love following her page because she's very informative and give helpful tips. Thanks for sharing. Edgy Gemini said that you do. Like,
Thank you.
I
Thank
was
you.
cracking up at the pots when he was like, my
Yeah.
pots is getting burnt.
Burnt. When I tell you burnt, he says that's the best part of the dish. He said that's what you want. I said, okay. When he make his jollof, the jollof is good, but I mean the pot, baby.
Uh,
So, but he got his own pots now.
you
Yay!
right. And not tearing up yours, huh?
Girl,
Yes.
girl.
Yes, yes, yes. No gatekeeping, LOL. No, she don't. And literally, I
No.
feel like anything you find out, you put it in a video.
I do. I do. If I come and if stuff come and people, I'll be like, look, I'll answer it in the video. Let y'all
Mm-hmm.
see it because I wish I knew this when I was going through it. Like I said, our
Mm-hmm.
process, I feel so bad because our process was really easy and I be really wanting to
Mm-hmm.
help people. And I know for other people, everybody got different situations and circumstances, but there's things you just don't know. So if I can help somebody, I do. I try because I know what it's like. I know what it's like.
Just Chrissy asks, how did your daughter adjust to hubby and the baby?
My daughter, you know what's funny? She adjusts to the hubby better than the baby. She be like, "That's our baby." She don't have no time for that. She loves him, and she'll give me about 10 minutes of goo goo gaga. Then she be like, "All right, mom, bye. That's your baby. I don't know what you was doing." But my husband, she adores him. He spoils her though. They got this whole little cash app Zelle thing. He sends her money, so she be happy with that. But the baby, she be like, yeah, that's your baby, and you that's you and his thing. I ain't got time, and I'm nobody babysitter. So I would say she adjusted more to the husband better than the
Mm-hmm.
baby. Yeah.
I watch her videos while I'm working out. They are really interesting.
Oh, thank
Period.
you.
Um. Okay. He's so beautiful with his chubby cheeks.
Thank you,
They be so
Rena.
chocolate, so
Yes,
chocolate and cute.
chocolate. Thank you.
Guys, this was another great interview. I think everybody that came in, supported, liked, gifted. Y'all can throw her a little bit more coins though. Throw her some more
Thank
coins.
you. Thank you,
Yes.
guys.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much. And if you are not following her, please follow her. She is a wife to a Ghanaian. They
Hmm.
recently just closed the gap. He's been here for 2 years. Guys, she has great insight, very formative, very nice, Um, great content, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
You
so
keep
much.
up the good work. You keep this platform open. Women need this. You need a positive platform, especially when you going through this process. So you keep doing the
Mhm.
work that you're doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys be well.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Chat. Guys, I was anticipating this live, guys. I was happy. I was super happy because I watch her videos all the time. You know how you kind of fangirl people? I was kind of fangirling. Everybody, thank you so much for the follows. Thank you for the taps, guys. Thank you for the questions. Please, that was really good. Thank you, A. By chances, wifey. Very exciting and positive interview. Rima, maybe I'll be up there one day with my Senegalese man whenever I find one. Okay, she wants Senegalese. I heard you. They're very good people. Very good people. Thank you, Edgy Gemini. Thank you too, guys. Y'all, I'm really enjoying these live interviews. I'm enjoying that people are feeling okay. I'm enjoying that this is a safe space that people are able to come and share their love stories. I think this is good. I I think if anybody has anybody that they know that just bridged the gap, please share us. 10 out of 10. Thank you, Queen Alicia. I mean, even the views, like y'all was here for her, and I appreciate that. Every night we get at least 30 people in here. I'm ready to tell my story. LOL, JK, JK. Meet me. Is he here? Is he here? Did y'all close the gap? Host, please keep this up. This is so refreshing in the LDR community. Y'all, I'm going to do my absolute best. Support me as I support y'all. I'm trying. Listen, as a person, I'm going through the journey myself. Every night has been a good interview. Thank you. I'm sorry I was late, but the info I received was great. Yes, JoJo, please. What she said, okay? Remember that. I agree. Yes, guys. That was really good. I loved it. I love the fact that I'm noticing in a lot of the stories with the wives that we have so far. We have three wives. Baby, there's some catching up to do. Yes, Meek, I ain't know. I'm gonna have to check out your page. I love the Gap Close videos. It gives hope. Yes. I'm happy I finally caught a full interview. Rena, yes. Our next one, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this next one. This next one is a American and Nigerian. Y'all, she moved to Ghana to be with her man. This is Saturday. I need y'all to come. This is midday though, but I need y'all there at 4 p.m. EST time. Great interview, sissy. Thank you so much, baby. I'm happy I finally caught. I read that one. Ooh, this is gonna be good. It is. He's a. We caught. I read that one. Ooh, this is gonna be good. It is. He's a pastor, y'all. He is a pastor. I was late, but I got the end of it tomorrow. I come on time. I'm not LDR, but I love hearing the love stories. Lady Leo, thank you guys. This is this Saturday, 4 p.m. EST time, 3 p.m. CST time. I can't wait for this one. I can't wait either because, baby, she in Ghana with her man. Okay? She in Ghana. She in Ghana with him. So they not playing. They is not playing about their love. I'm super excited just to know about, oh my God, TikTok. I don't know what they playing. I gotta play the song I like. Good evening, everyone. Y'all, that was really good. She got into it and did. Okay, she dropped the mic and left. But what I was saying was, this is my first time here. Okay, if it is, follow. Y'all, what I'm noticing as a trend with all the wives that have came up is that there is a ghosting, right? There's a time where we like, I ain't about to do this, or and then they come back, and I feel like I'll comment this a lot on most of the videos that I post, but true love prevails. This journey is not easy. Anybody that's in a long distance relationship community, or I mean, you're in a long distance relationship, this is the community for you. This is a safe space. If you have questions, we constantly have people coming up here. Not easy at all. It's not like literally. I was having me a little hoopla moment. You know what I'm saying? And coming up to this interview, it edified me. It made me feel better. I definitely feel like it's good to have people. It definitely feels safe over here. It's gonna be safe, baby. One thing I tell you, my minds know. Okay, we ready. You come over here trying to knuck and buck, baby, you out. No, this isn't an easy journey. Oh yeah, definitely the ghosting period. I felt that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people go through that. And I love the transparency. Great job, Maz. Yes, my moms don't play. And listen, we roll deep. Only for the simple fact is the fact that you clock in and clock out at a 9 to 5, and then you come on TikTok and create another 9 to 5, just being disrespectful, trying to trigger and traumatize people. We ain't got time for that. I feel like love is a beautiful thing. It should be explored and enjoyed regardless of your age, your ethnicity. You know, I have a few other people that's coming up. I have a couple who are in that part, yes. I have a couple that's in the UK, white South African, the husband is wife. I got one couple, white girl and her dude Jamaican. So it's gonna be good over here. As long as I can keep getting people in, I can keep getting people feeling comfortable. And one thing I realize is as people see me live, yes, variety, yes, we switching it up. Um, as people see me live and they see how I interact and engage with people, they finally respond to the DM or the comment that I left on their page. But y'all, I don't even know what to do with myself now. She got me feeling a little good. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I really did. I enjoyed that interview. I did. Yes, because after this, I'm ready. Yay, Rasta! Rasta, I'm not even gonna hold you, baby. You gotta get back to me. You gotta get back to me. You gotta get back to me. Yes, I need some positive interracial LDR because my For You page is not it. Baby, this is it. I keep telling you, JoJo, this your place to be. This is your place to be. Stay over here. Stay over here. Stay over here. Follow people. I try to get as many as I can, but some people be shy to come and tell their stories. And that's the thing. TikTok not for the weak, okay? You know what? I feel like it's really what you subscribe to. All the LDR, Black Love is beautiful, but the interracial be so negative. Girl, when I tell y'all the video I posted of Natasha and Gift, they are a Canadian and Nigerian Canadian couple. And I used to watch Natasha when she would travel to Nigeria. I used to get on her live. I would watch when they would be sitting there eating and all that. I'll be off on the 29th. So I'll link you. Okay, 29th, we got to run it back. I try to post the interviews. I try to post the flyers a week out. And we in August right now trying to because I'm trying to get as many people here too when I do it. I really want this to be something that's tailored and promoted well so people can engage, so you can promote it as well and you can have people come. So please respond to me whenever you get a chance. I would love to have you up here. Um, yeah, another one that I've seen her name like Gabby, and she moved to Nigeria as well. Bravey, can you share that with me? If you don't mind, can you share that profile that you are talking about with me? All mine is the 60 plus old white ladies with scammers. I'm like, can my For You page stop? Uh-oh, JoJo, you touching something I don't want to be. I don't want to be there. Um, but yeah, y'all. We just trying, you know. Yes, let me go find it and I'll be right back. Please do. Please share it to this page too. Hello, Miss Boss. Miss Boss 47. Miss Boss 47, baby. Did you miss it? Did you miss the live interview? Did you miss it? No,
Hey,
that one I do
house.
see. Hello, Rima. How are you?
Good. First of all, this is my first time. I haven't been on a panel in a minute. Let me tell you,
Okay.
girl, let me give you your flowers. First of all, you're so beautiful.
Thank
Love the
you.
color. I love the fact that
Thanks.
I'm seeing you in the beginning stages of what I see is going to be big. I I don't think people realize LDR is really big and popular on this app. And when you have a safe space like what you are creating, there's so many people who are either they've bridged the gap, they're in the process, they're either maybe talking to someone that's in a different country, or they're just interested. People need community, and that's what's needed the most. They want to come to a space where they feel like they can talk and ask questions. The
Mm.
Mrs. O that was just here, love her down. Amazing interview. She's one of my favorite LDR content creators because she truly knows her stuff. So I just want to say girl, I love you down too.
Oh,
When
thank you
when
so
I get
much.
off this live, I feel like I don't feel drained. I feel so like
Somebody said that the other day, and I
positive.
was just like, my whole
Yes.
heart, thank y'all. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a time I was on the app and I was subscribing to all the nonsense, and I had to take some time away because
Mhm.
your mind just be jacked up, and I feel like on the internet we get confused with reality and how we really are. And sometimes the things that you constantly subscribe to, you be like, that's how I am. And it's not really you. So I had to pull back. That's not you in real life. Nobody would, if people seen you there, they would question, like, are you possessed? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And two things can exist. Like, while there is like the craziness, there's also couples that truly love each other, that are
Yes.
really in love, and they're here for love, where the
Mhm.
man truly is in love with his wife. He's coming over with the intent on staying with his family and building a family. So, one thing I just love about this space is that you highlight those couples because people think those couples don't exist and they do.
They
There's
do.
plenty of those couples. So, please, I am begging you. First of all, shout out to the mods because the mods keep everything over here clean, calm, the energy is good. Keep it this way. And I'm so excited to see when, like, months from now, even a year from now, when you're sitting at maybe like 500,000 followers and you have interviews backed up and everyone wants to come interview with you. I am so excited to see that. And any chance I get, I will always be here supporting you.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
so
Bye,
much. Bye
beautiful.
bye. Thank y'all. Y'all so sweet. Yes, she does highlight, and it's so refreshing to see. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes. Yeah, I'll be trying. Now, I'll be trying. I was super nervous when I first made the account. I kid y'all not, because I did not. I second what she just said. Thank you. I did not. I couldn't even when they would. I was DMing people, and I got blocked. I got the no thank you. And I also was accused of being a scammer. And when I said the anxiety rushed, and I was like, oh my God, let me just put a face to the account, which that was kind of nerve wracking for me because I really wanted to do this kind of incognito. I wanted to do this. I didn't even put my face out there. I just wanted to have a picture there and just showing LDR to forever. But I'm like, it is what it is. Why do you have to fear what you truly are, what you truly enjoy? And I feel like that is the one thing that I'm hoping that when people see these long distance relationships, yes, you're the first page I thought it was shady. I know, right? Um, you see other people doing exactly what you want to do. They say when you're going to a place, wow, scammer really, girl. Hey, I wouldn't even listen. I wasn't even mad because I would have thought the same thing. I wasn't sure at first when I seen the page. I'm glad I came in. Yes. Now my goal is to be one of your LDR. Yes, JoJo, and you will be. You will be. Wow, Scammeroo. Yeah, girl. More people will feel comfortable as time progresses. And you know what? Literally, we had an interview last night, and then I got a message literally like, oh, I didn't even know that that's how the platform was going. Yes, we would love to come on. Riley, welcome in, boo. How are you? Happy Wednesday, Riley. You missed the interview. Did you come? I think you missed it. I think you missed it. But how is everybody doing? How was everybody's day? Yes, baby, you shared it to me, baby. Thank you. But did she move to? Is that her? Oh, oh, this is so sweet. Oh, this is so sweet. I gotta send this to my man. He ain't proposed yet. It was 8 CST time. No, it was 8 EST time. Yeah, she moved there. I'm gonna message her. Thank you so much, baby. Miss Lit, you messaged me and you said, I don't know if you're still here, Miss Lit. I'm sorry if you left, but you asked. I was muted because I asked, was this in a car, Ghana? I don't even recall. Like I told you, I'm not even mad that you were muted. I'm sorry that you were. The next live, I don't know. It's just helping with the flow of things. I'm new here, but finding this on my LDR journey has eased my mind tremendously. Grateful. Yes, please. Oh, you following us, Grace? Yes, and make sure you share it to your significant other as well. I'm sorry you was muted, but anybody that comes into as I'm doing a live interview, we try to keep the conversations on one accord when we're asking questions, and also too not being so repetitive. She helped people travel there and everything. I just found her when I was doing research to go to Niger. Okay, baby, when are you planning on going? A few days ago, I was telling my significant other, I need women that understand what I'm going through. Now, here I am, clock it. God heard your prayer, baby. Um, yes, this page will definitely take the negativity out and give you hope. Yes, I promise I enjoyed all the videos. I can't wait until my time next month. You can document us. Girl, thank you so much. We got another person. Do you have YouTube? We do have a YouTube. Okay, we're gonna get to posting on there. The goal is to replay, repost interviews. That is the goal. I went already this year, and I'm going back in November. Girl, I want to be in your shoes. I'm not even gonna hold you. A 1 week trip has been a week and a half to Ghana. I was there in March. I'm really feeling is I'm really feeling like I'm gonna have to run it back. When did you go? In March? Oh, that's what I was going to ask. I'm going in November too. Yeah. What was you gonna ask? Miss Boss, I'm sorry. My significant other just told me that when I can't come to Kenya, he said, ask her to document us too. Oh, Riley. Girl, the food was Chef Kiss. Riley. So this is something that I would like to do. Can go back and watch this live. Yes. Okay. So I have to figure out about reposting. Yes, I have to figure out that and how I'm going to go about it. I have to figure that part out. But I do have a YouTube. If you click the link in the bio of LDR2Forever, you're going to see the different things that we have to offer. So you're going to see that we do have a YouTube channel. So please go. You can post some highlights. Yes. Please go and actually subscribe to the channel. You're going to be the next Tamron Hall talk show host. She's awesome. Let me Google who this person is. Tamron. Tam. What you said? Tamron Hall. Okay, I'll take it. She got money. Um, yeah, but my significant other has to go back to Nigeria to get his documents updated, and then we can start planning for my the vibe. I loved it. And how many days did you go? I was just there for 2 weeks in March. Lori, hi, happy Wednesday. We get enough Wendy Williams. You funny. Oh, trip to Ghana. Yeah, I was there in March for 2 weeks, but that wasn't my first time going. My first time going was actually 2023 July. I've been 4 times since then. I know you saved or like my videos before about flowers being my love language. Yes, yes, I did. Hello, beautiful. Hi. When I go, I'm planning for a month. I was there in March too. Wow. Okay. I bet Ghana, girl, you bet. Girl, Ghana is, you talking about you on Senegalese. Ghanaian is the way to be. Ghanaian. Okay, okay. I went for 3 weeks. I want to go to Ghana and Kenya. Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to. Yes, Anike. I'm shocked. I haven't been yet. I'm shocked too. Tamara Hall, she was a host originally on the Today Show. They did her dirty. Oh, not including home expenses. How much money did you plan for your actual visit to Ghana? I do want to send a Senegalese man up. I ain't mad at you. One, the skin. If you go to LDRtoForever, I actually posted one girl who is 24. She is from Texas. She's married to a Senegalese man. And y'all, she looks Senegalese. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can't wait to visit Ghana. I'm on tour. Yes, hello. I went to Nigeria though. Plan to visit Ghana soon. Kenya is beautiful. Go there every year. Grace, you go to Kenya? Are you in an LDR with a Kenyan? Period. Yes, I want the darkest one. Beautiful man. Yes. Eventually, God blessed her with her own talk show. Amen. Yes. Including flights or on top of the flight. Help me get there. So many questions. Riley, what's up, girl? We supposed to be planning this out. But yes, link up with people who also went too. Follow Grace. I think Grace, I'm assuming is her guys in Kenya. Nigel Latina. Oops, I did not mean to request you, Nigel Latina. You can please decline that. I just seen you come in. I seen you come in and I didn't know. Hi, that was an accident, but welcome
Oh,
in.
okay. I'm not playing. I'm not battling. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, it's not battle, sweetie. But no problem. Follow us if you're not following us.
No worries. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Thank you. That's what I told my significant other. He said that's too much. He took offense. Okay, so Jojo, your first trip out of the country, you want to make sure you got emergency just in case money. You want to make sure that you are in a comfortable space. For me, just like your favorite trucker that I interviewed last week, she stayed at the same place. It had 24/7 security, also two backup generators. You kind of want to be in a comfortable place. I'm. I don't know. No, we have many friends in Kenya and property. My man is a Ghanaian. Okay. Okay. Yes, that's what I explained to him. It wasn't because I don't think he can't provide for me. Did you have to take the yellow fever vaccine? Yes, I did. I took the yellow fever vaccine and I had to run it back. Queen Alicia put me on game about that typhoid shot. I had to go back and get the typhoid shot. I think that's actually a good shot to get because my first trip I got sick and the typhoid shot helps to fight against bacteria. Yes, okay, no problem. No problem at all. I got you. I got you, girl. I got you. I got you. Um, but yeah, you just want to be careful, JoJo, on your first trip. Is there any single lady that's open for a conversation in the house? I got sick too. Yes, and it's nothing to play with at all. Like, wait, you do? Yes, I do. Click the link in the bio. I can help you take care of your trip. You're going to spend about 100 at the minimum nightly if you stay in an Airbnb. Did you have to send your passports went to a local travel agency? Okay, so for me, I sorry, we got somebody coming up. Welcome, Queen Alicia.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm not gonna come up here this long. I know
Hmm.
JoJo was just asking a couple of questions.
Hmm.
Um, I can just speak for Ghana because
Hmm.
we love Ghana so much.
Yes.
Ghana is not cheap. I feel like
Mm-mm.
Ghana is a little bit more on the expensive side. So I feel like you should always over plan when you're going to Ghana. You
Uh-huh.
know, um, when you're spending. So I say at the bare minimum, like you're gonna spend about. I didn't really stay in Airbnbs or anything like that, but the first time I did go, for the first like maybe 4 or 5 days, I did stay in an Airbnb. So um, that was, I don't know what, it might be a little bit of inflation now, but um, I would say maybe around $100 minimum. Like that's like the lowest that I think you probably can find. Thank you for the gift. An Airbnb. You also like if you don't have transportation, if your significant other doesn't have like a vehicle, you're gonna have to pay for transportation. Um, so that can be expensive as far as you know what I'm saying food and so you just have to plan accordingly. Also, I know some people don't really do or not really keen on vaccinations. I know for Ghana it is a requirement that you have to have the yellow fever vaccination. It's not just a recommendation, it is a requirement. So you have to get that recommendation, you have to get that vaccination before you are allowed into the country. um, so it's important. I did get the typhoid vaccination because I felt that Um, I wanted just that extra protection. Um, Typhoid vaccination, it protects against contamination with food and water.
Hmm.
Um, and I feel that I never got sick after when I had the
I didn't
typhoid.
either. After
Yeah,
she told me
so
to get it, I didn't have no problems ever.
and I also took the malaria pills like pre and post my trip. So that's what I did. Everybody else and people have their own regimen of how they, prepare. But I think
Girl,
it's
yeah, don't drink
important.
that water out that bag.
Oh no, I wouldn't suggest that anybody drinks the water
And
out the
even if
bag.
you seen somebody making a video and they drinking it, do not, please, do
Yeah.
not.
So that's just a little bit of advice that I would give to people traveling to Ghana. That I feel that is not cheap, but I think your significant other, for the most part, he should be able to provide like what's kind of like the safest areas. To be honest, I never felt unsafe in Ghana, so some areas might be safer than others, but for the most part, the entire country is pretty safe. You don't have to worry about like, oh, something might happen to me, to the point that um, you know, it would be like a casualty, I guess I would say. So
Hmm.
that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna drop
Yes.
down.
Okay,
I
thank you.
don't be coming up in these boxes no more
I
like that.
know. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, Jojo, thank you for the gift. Um, or no, you sent that to Queen Alicia. Thank you for sending that to her. But Jojo, usually when I go, when you go to the store, well, in Ghana, they have some stores that you can go to or whatever. And they have like big, like gallons of water. I don't know. It's like a jug. I'll be getting that too because I'll be cooking at wherever I'm staying at. And also too, somebody give me a big gift. Thank you. Yes, they did. And thank y'all so much for the gifts. Yeah, that's what I be getting. Cause one, I can use that. I put it in a bowl or something like that in the kitchen when I'm rinsing off fruit, vegetables, whatever. You just need a lot of water. It's explain bag water. Girl, it's not safe. You know, you can't drink out of the faucet or anything like that. You know how we have running water at our places. They do be having running waters, especially at some of the Airbnbs and stuff, but you can't drink you can't drink their water. Never heard of it? Oh, I can show you a picture of it. It's kind of like I don't want to say in a Ziploc bag water in Ghana, but they kind of just squeeze it. It's cheaper to get that than a water bottle. Bag water in Ghana. What they call them? Swish. I forgot, but like that. With malaria pills are recommended. Whenever you go get your vaccination, they'll put a prescription in for you. It looks good. I'm gonna be for real, but that's a no, girl. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I told y'all I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do, but that one, don't do it. Right? It makes sense. I only drink bottled water in the car. Yeah. Caribbean. Yes. Yeah. You just gotta be careful. And also too, roadside food. See, some people eat roadside food, some people don't. The one thing that the doctor told me when I had got sick, he was like, "You need to make sure the food that you eating is warm." Yeah, he was like, you just need to make sure the food that you eat is warm, is hot, because the bacteria and stuff like that, it sits. Yep, it sits. Yep, and even ice. You gotta be careful when you go to restaurants and they try to serve you everything. I'll be ordering this bottle. If I want pop, I'm getting Fanta. You get what I'm saying? Then if they give you a cup, I don't want no ice, because ice is still the water. hmm Ooh, whoever going to Ghana, you gonna enjoy it. For couples, if you are planning, to be traveling soon to go see your significant other, please, please, um, what was I about to say? Let me know. Send me a message. Yeah, they kind of threw me off with that comment. Because I'm like, respond to them or not. No. Yes, plan it soon. Yes, like if you are, and I want to interview couples who are just, even if it's your first time meeting, if y'all are comfortable, if you know the time, JoJo, Grace, as well as Riley, if y'all know the month, I would love to have you guys up here. I would love for you guys to share your story with your significant other if you guys feel okay to do that. If you do, let me know the month so then I can kind of plan and navigate the schedule so we can have you guys up. And it won't be too intense. I want you guys to be able to enjoy your love, your first time meeting them. Bruno, you woke up from your sleep, huh? You missed the interview though. Hi, Showboy. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thank y'all. Thank you so much for the taps. Cheryl, Shirlene, when are you going? Have you went? Absolutely. Yes, please, y'all. Like that is I have to have people to interview. Yes, ma'am. When are you going? When are you traveling to Ghana? My alert needs to be sanctioned. It need to be sanctioned. Ooh, when you go to Ghana, you go outside. The best place to go in Ghana is to the club. I've been several times already. Okay, when the next time you going? I would love to have y'all up here. What did I miss? You always want me to do a recap, Bruno. Bruno always coming here after the fact asking me what happened. You always coming here asking me what happened. I'm enjoying seeing that some are going to Africa and meeting men of Valar. What is that? Valar and Marion. Is that value? Do you mean value? I'm sorry, y'all. My earbud fell out. Just got back in April this year. Wow. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Hi.
Hi,
I
welcome
was wondering
in.
if I spelled it valor. That's men of honor, men of good seeking. I've been on this app for about a year now,
Uh-huh.
and everybody, the younger women and the older, even some of the older ones, were telling me you need to do a a live on that, because I would tell them y'all need to go to Africa. Y'all need. I said, you can't find anything in the U.S. Go to Africa. There's some good men in Africa. I said, just make sure you vet well. With there's good men in Africa, and I would break down different things, about what they. I've been going to Africa since 2002. So, and
Wow.
I did marry a Kenyan, and we were
Mm.
married for 8 years. He's still here in the U.S. As a matter of fact, around the corner. We have a 20-year-old daughter today, and we're very civil. But and I have no negativity to say about that. What drawed me to him was that I appreciated his humbleness, but also his character towards family. And even with his with our daughter and the children that he had back home, which was two. He always made sure they were close, and that was I I really like that. I like seeing how he took the initiative to make sure that all three of those kids knew each other and bonded.
Mm.
And he's still the same today. He just makes sure that the children bond, they stay bonded, they stay around him. And that was very nice to see. And not
Mm.
that I haven't seen it, but it was just very nice to be married to someone like that. But it's good to see this going on because, yeah, just like I said, many were telling me that I need to do a live
for that. I said, oh, it's too much work. I don't want to do that. I would tell them how when I went to Africa and this man, my ex showed me Kenya like no other. I went to every safari park because he was a safari driver. So he took me everywhere. I know Kenya. I know Kenya for myself. I can go to Africa and I don't need anybody to go with me. I can go and visit and I still call my family, So I go there and I visit and I don't have any fear about it. I can do it. I know where to go and when to go also.
Hmm.
But I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Are you in the
No,
LDR?
no, 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 no. I've
Okay.
been there, done that. No, but I see nothing wrong with it.
Hmm.
I it was I thank God for my experience. I thank God for that 8-year marriage. There's so much that he taught me.
Hmm.
So much that he taught me that I will never forget.
Hmm.
And just like I said, I met him in Africa. So I, it was just, it was something God gave me that I appreciate, that I have.
Hmm.
I'm 62 today and
Oh,
I'm able to look
wow.
back on that. Very good
Wow.
experience is what I say. That's why I would tell them. They said, "Well, you're not with him today." I said, "I don't. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
It was good while it was." I said,
Hmm.
"But there's good men in Africa, y'all. Y'all better go over there." And it's so
Hmm.
nice to see. I see others doing this as well. But I ran across your live and I said, "Oh, she's a new face."
Hmm.
But yeah, I like that. I like this. That's really good. It's good to see.
Yes. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank
Be blessed.
you. Yes, you as well. Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for the feedback. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine. How is the program going? I really missed a lot. Oh my god, I need to sanction my alarm. I swear to God.
Yeah, and you coming up here to see if I'm gonna tell you what happened. Lady M, welcome in. Have you bridged the gap with your significant other? Are you guys in one place?
I tried to before now. I told my friend about your life, and I shared it with her. I told
Mm.
her, look, sis, I want you to follow her up. I want you to join the live stream, and because you're going to come here and give your testimony very soon. And she started laughing. I
Oh.
managed to convince her because of I told you she's coming to Nigeria on Friday 25th. She's coming to see the boyfriend after 1 year of long distance relationship. So um she I think she followed your page or thereabouts. So but I just shared the life to her. Probably she might be here to learn and get encouraged.
Mr.
So
Barry, welcome in. Follow us if you're not following.
when I hear this testimony of LDR, I always feel happy and excited, which I also told her. I told her, I'm happy. Look, I'm happy you're taking the risk of doing this, and I know that at the end, you'll be more happy. So I keep on
Mm,
encouraging her, and I send her your page to join and hear the stories here and also get encouraged. It's not easy,
yes,
seriously. It's not
it's
easy.
not.
But we'll keep
It's not.
supporting.
Yeah.
But
Thank you
you,
so
you are yet to tell me
much.
what I miss. Seriously. You're
Me, I
yet to
don't
tell
have
me
time.
what I
I don't
miss.
have time for you today. You missed a lot, man. You missed a lot. You need to make sure you're here on
Oh my
time.
god.
This is your punishment for today. I won't tell you.
Come on, try.
I'm
Just for
not telling
today.
you. They
Next
didn't
time
tell
I'm
you
gonna set
that.
my
They
alarm
didn't
30
tell you
minutes before.
Americans are stubborn. Hey, thank you guys so much for the
I'm beginning to hear
taps.
that.
Americans can be
So tell me, what
stubborn.
did I miss?
Walk by faith,
Yeah,
not
but I
by
think
sight.
there's
Girl,
something.
did you miss this interview too? Okay, for the people that didn't come,
Mhm.
let me know if you want me to do a recap. If I get a
Alright.
decent amount of people that say yes, recap, I'll recap. Recap woman meet men
Okay.
married and they together. Thank you. Yes, man. Oh,
Recap, 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 please.
please recap. Okay, we have two people that want me to recap. I need more people. We got 17 people in here. Recap. That's the third one.
Mhm.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
they want to recap. Hey, fourth one. Hey,
Yeah, recap, third one. Oh my
hey,
god, keep
fifth
coming, guys,
recap.
keep coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meet James and Faith. I know James was not here, so I know he gonna say recap too. Wow. Hey, another one. Send gifts for recap and tap 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 tap. You guys have to tap. Give me the 50K. We're gonna start it back. It was a good live, guys. It really was. Very informative. Very informative. Get us to 50 tap. 50K. We'll recap. Beautiful
Okay.
interview. Guided Steps to Love was the title of her love story. Ghanaian and
And
American couple.
this question keep popping up. This is the second time I was asked this question. She asked me this question yesterday as well. She said,
Hmm.
"What if I show to Nigeria in the airport and he didn't show up?"
Aww.
At this point, I am not the guy in particular, but I've been motivating her to do it. I have to first tell her, you have to be positive first. You have to be very positive, but just believe that nothing will happen. He's going to show up.
Hmm.
So I'm not asking myself, what if this guy didn't show up? This is going to be crazy.
It would be crazy. It would really be crazy. It would be devastating too. Honestly, you coming so far to meet somebody and they don't show up, but they're gonna show up.
Yeah.
Reassure her that they will show up. 48.0. Come on, 2K. 2K more likes and we going. It was a good
So I
interview,
try.
guys.
I just I told her,
You
don't
need to be
worry.
tapping your screen. You came up here asking me for, oh, there, I see Bruno is tapping. Okay, continue what you were saying. Uh,
Yeah. Now I know that Americans are stubborn. I admit that.
mm, yes, know that Americans are stubborn.
I mean, what the other lady said is really true. There are really good men in Africa, and there's
Oh,
good
yeah.
men everywhere in the world. It depends on the your routine of meeting people and your philosophy about life generally. Some people are tend to be carried away with okay, let me say, some tend to misunderstand friendship and relationship.
Yes,
That's what
guys, keep
I always tell
tapping.
people.
Yeah, I think it just depends, honestly. Um, I think there are good men everywhere, so I don't never want to knock where I come from because I come from a good man. You know what I'm saying? But I think there are good men from all countries. I think if women find a good man from whatever country, that is that's great. That is great. Uh-oh. Ooh, y'all getting there close. We gonna do a good recap.
Now it's time to recap. Just get ready.
Recap when we get to 50K.
So as I was saying, some people get this frequency from opposite sex, and it's really flowing and very well. They think that they are in love, but it's just friendship. You need to grow that
Yeah.
friendship first before you tend to go in another thing. But they just rush in, and just mind you, it will take time. They'll rush out, and they'll keep telling you, this person is bad, he's this, he's that. Man, let me tell you, no relationship is sweet from beginning to end. You have to have issues. There are issues. How do you handle those issues? How do you handle your problems? So that is where you see them saying, These people are bad. These people are this. So we need to work on a lot, and we need to hear more of testimony. That's why we are tapping to hear the recap.
If y'all go to Ghana, make sure y'all go to corner. Corner, go to corner. In Ghana, Accra, go to corner. KMC, when we go to Ghana next year, you gotta go to corner.
What's happening in corner?
They spell it Kona. It's a pub, it's a club, but it's really nice. They got upstairs and downstairs. You can get a little section and it's cool. 49.8.
Hmm. You know, I reposted your status yesterday.
Yes, please do that. I appreciate the support. Okay,
Somebody,
50. Uh-huh.
somebody
Oh,
after watching that, the person said, "Oh, everything you said there is really perfect, wonderful. With the song, it really tallies. It's wonderful. Like, recommend you for that. I
mm.
recommend you. I give you an applaud for that. You really tried in that. Because of that, I have to listen to that music often and on. So I'm giving you a really applaud for that.
Oh, thank
Now
you.
time for
Thank
recap.
you.
50.
Okay, guys, we are going to recap tonight's live interview that we had. We had a live interview with a Ghanaian and American couple. It was just the wife. Her name was Kai, and she's from Jersey. Um, so Kai and Jerry, that is the name of her husband. They met back in 20. Look at my notes. They met back in 2019. They met back in 2019. They spent time talking, getting to know each other. They spent some time apart. They came back together. And when they came back together, after she ghosted him for a little bit, they met in Dubai. Dubai was their meeting spot. So they met in Dubai. She spent, I want to say, 9 days in Dubai. I believe it was 9 days. And she went to Dubai, it was February February 2022, she went to Dubai. She went for 9 days. He did travel agency work, so he was able to meet her in Dubai. And she also, this was the first gem that she gave of the night in regards to flights and going to Dubai. That Dubai, I believe it's Emirates, they do a special. Guys, please keep tapping. They do a special once a year on flights. She said that she got a round trip for about $800 to go to Dubai to meet her now husband. So they met in Dubai. She said they took beautiful pictures. She said that she actually at one point felt like single father and I'm searching. Okay, what I'm gonna do is do you a favor. I'm gonna mute you, block this keywords. Yeah, I blocked the keyword single because anybody come in here, we not single searcher. Okay, so boom. So she in Dubai. She said that the airport that she stayed 5 minutes. The hotel that she stayed was 5 minutes from the airport. Forgive me, guys. So she went to the airport and she was actually going to the airport to pick him up or meet him for the first time. Please keep tapping the screen, guys. Thank y'all so much. Bruno, you are up here. Why are you not typing? You are there listening to recap.
Because I'm
Tap.
carried away. I'm just listening.
Tap. I'm giving you a job for the night. You should tap.
Okay, I'm doing
Okay?
that. Fine,
Yeah,
I'm doing
so
that.
she was at the airport. She was going to meet him, and she was expecting, like, she was waiting. Okay, boom. She at the airport. By the time she gets back to the room, he's texting her, like, where are you? And she was like, I'm here. And she was like, I'm back at the room. Well, boom. She walks into the room and he's there. She said Dubai was extremely strict when it comes down to things that you have to the policies, right? You can't, stay at the hotels or Airbnb, whatever, without being married. So when they booked the hotel for Dubai, they made sure that they put both of their names down there and put down that they were married. So that's how he was able to get access to the room. So she said that they had fun, they enjoyed, um, excuse me, they had fun, they connected, and he asked her on that trip to marry him. She said yes. And they separated. They went back their own ways. He went back to Ghana. She went back to Jersey. By that was February 2022. By I believe it was August. I believe it was August, guys, that she actually went back and they met in Ghana. So Ghana is where he's from, but because it was her first time, it was her first time meeting him. She wanted to be sure, and he also too wanted her to feel comfortable. So he asked her, "Where would you like for us to meet?" And Dubai was the meeting place. So she prepared to go to her trip into Ghana. When she arrived to Ghana, she said it was beautiful, a breath of fresh air. She said that from the time that they met in Dubai, she had already started building relationships with his family. 4 days into her Ghana trip, that was their wedding because they were already engaged. Remember, they got engaged in Dubai. So 4 days into her Ghana trip, and she went to Ghana for 11 days. 4 days into her Ghana trip, they had their wedding. And I believe the colors were tan and a red color, I think. Guys, make sure you actually go to her page. If you click LDRtoForever, you'll be able to see her flyer and be able to see um, her page and click on her page. But anyways, Ghana, she's there. She's having fun. She gets married. And then she comes home. She said that she came home and October, she filed for spousal. She filed for the spousal visa. Then the following year, I believe she went back in January. January was her birthday. He had a beautiful, nice birthday party for her where he celebrated her. And then they didn't see each other again until November. And that is when he reached to America. But I want to bring up something because she dropped another gem in regards to when you are filing spousal visa. One, she mentioned that when she filed the spousal visa, they got approved, I believe, around, I can't remember when they got approved. I just know it only took them a year to actually get approved and him come. But she said that when you file spousal visas, that you can also file a K3 visa, which is a um, fiance, something like that. But you can file them together, which makes immigration put eyes on your paperwork. And then that helped her actually get approved way sooner. They denied the K3 that she filed after she filed already for the spousal, but they approved her spousal visa. And she said that the interview only went for 5 minutes. She did mention that they transferred their case to Sierra Leone. But he was here by November. His interview was literally of like a year and a week later from the day that they actually filed. A few takeaways from this interview, guys, that I would say. One, make sure you get, she said, and if you click on her page, she has a video talking about it. Make sure y'all get some proper pots and pans for your man when he comes. Okay, just putting that out there. Also, two, she mentioned that they constantly dated throughout the time of them being distant. And that is one thing that helped them keep themselves as they were separated. Another one was that if this was the third gem she dropped, and this was in regards to women who are interested in carrying a child for their significant other, or if you're conscious or concerned about it at all. She said that she went to her OBGYN and she got a full fertility. Guys, what happened to my taps? What happened to my taps? My
We are
tap tap
kind of
stop.
by we do that. Sorry.
Ah, I'm gonna fire you, man. I'm
I'm
gonna fire you,
sorry.
Bruno. Guys, please keep tapping the screen. So she said she went to her OBGYN and she got a full fertility test, which they were able to check her, check everything in regards to her giving fertility. And she said that they told her, we're focused on your recap. I know y'all, but support me as I support y'all. Just tap, this boosting us, this boosting my channel, y'all. But she she said get a full fertility checkup. Also, too, somebody dropped in the comments about Geritol, which is like a liquid something. I think that's like an iron booster or something like that. Um, what also did she say? She definitely said that they prayed together, that communication. She said that she feels as though they communicated more when he was abroad than now. And I mean, that makes so much sense. One, they're on the same time zone, they live together now, compared to two, they were on two different time zones, they're doing two different things, they're always including each other in their day by day. I She was straight to the point, guys, with this interview. I appreciate that we were able to get a lot of questions answered. A lot of people asked about him being able to adapt and how that is for him. How is it with him adapting to her daughter, as well as them having a newborn baby boy together? And she said that they are managing just well. Um, she said that another takeaway, guys, that I got from this was that she said that she wished that she could have spent more time getting to know his cultures and his tradition when they were distant. She said a lot of time was spent on closing the gap in a good way, but she said she just wished she put a little bit more focus into um, his culture and his tradition, which I thought that was good, because it kind of takes your mind off. It kind of makes you occupy your time with something that's considered to be more valuable, which would be learning about his culture. Because, during the immigration process, you kind of just be like, you looking at every small thing throughout the process because you want to be with your significant other. Jess, Juliana, please follow us. Welcome in. Guys, thank you so much for the taps. But that was pretty much the recap. Um, it was good. A lot of people, y'all love these interviews. I love them too. But I'm working on getting replays for everybody. I am working on finding a way to be able to do that. And I'm also too planning for a panel with thank you for the follow, Prince D. Please tap the screen. I'm working on possibly getting um a live where I do just women, and if the men are open, the men coming up, and also too it's just a coordinating with everybody's schedule, and also too it's so hard replying and keeping up with people. It really is because after I'm able to secure a date, I have questions that I need people to answer, and that's how I get the title. That's how I get the pictures. I always make sure before I even post the picture that it's the picture that y'all want. And sometimes when I don't get people that reply in enough time, I send profile pictures rather to the designer for the flyer. So I try to do them a week out. I try to do them a week out. But does anybody have any questions, any comments based on the information that I just gave y'all?
Wow, that's That's very wonderful.
It was a really good. It was a good one. It was another good one. Another good one. All the interviews have been nothing but good. I can say that she was extremely sure about her decision. And Guided Steps to Love was the name of her love story. And literally it was very much guided
Yeah, yeah.
throughout its entirety. Yeah. hmm Talk about helping your spouse get employed. Yes, she did mention that. Thank you, Lady Leo. She did say that when he got his interview, which she said his interview took about 5 minutes, but she said when he got his interview, she made sure that she reached out to all her connections that she had here in the States to help him get a job. She did say that. She did say that. She also too said for those whose spouses may or may not have a GED, she says you should work on getting that. You should work on trying to help him get that to help him get a job. What are the questions that they asked during the interview? I asked her her favorite Ghanaian dish. She said it was tap the
Yeah,
screen, y'all. I forgot.
no, you need to tell us before we tap this time around.
I forgot what her favorite Ghanaian dish was.
It's okay. Maybe you
I
can just
forgot, but
after the live after
I
the live
can
you can
rush
just
the
get
replay.
the clip. You can just see if you can save
Right?
the clip and make repost. It will be nice. You
Yes,
know.
but um, what were other questions? So they asked about him being adapting. Go big. Oh, you know what? I do remember her favorite Ghanaian dish was Indomie. I
Ghanaian
remember.
to me.
Yeah, she enjoyed Indomie. And she also said that when she came back, because I told her mine was peanut butter soup with some fufu and beef. She said that when she came back and she actually had it here in the States, she said when she had it there, she had it with fish. She didn't really like that, but when she had it here, when she had it with beef, it was really good. Other questions that were asked was her husband. How does he deal with being homesick? Has he been homesick? She said he does. She said that he tries to balance out occupying his time with going to the gym as well as being around their family and helping raise their baby boy as well as their daughter together. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think what other questions were there. I think that's most of them. Hi, Miss Adua. Adua, how are you, Miss Adua? I think you forgot. I think you missed the
You
interview.
when you're doing your recap, you shouldn't miss any. You should make sure you have every details because it's something that we always want to hear. Even if I missed the the interview, but it's really understanding. Yeah, I'm getting it a little. So you should give us the real gist because should I say we singles we enjoy watching it. It gives us the vibes, the morale to to keep
Tap the
pushing.
screen.
I'm tapping the screen, but you missed some part. So we are still
KMC.
waiting.
KMC taught me a word. She said Wahala. That's what I'm going to tell you. Was the interview performed before getting the
Visa. I
visa
get you talk
or
about visa.
after? Was the interview performed? Which visa? Walk by faith. Are you talking about the visa to America? I
I
think you're talking about
guess.
that visa to America. Yes, the interview was performed before getting a visa. hmm You do the interview, then you get the visa. Give me 1 second.
Oh my god, that's very interesting anyway. I always feel happy hearing this kind of stories from people, This energy is not for the weak. I tell you, it's not for the weak. It comes with a whole lot of energy, determination, focus, and all that. I've not been to one before, but I know it's not easy. Like I've seen few persons, be in such situations, and it's not easy. Most times it comes with doubts. You ask yourself question, am I doing the right thing? Are you sure this is working? But yeah.
Walk by faith, not by sight. You said I have to school my dude. What do you mean? School him how? Thank you guys for the taps. Are there any more questions, comments? Any questions, any comments? He got
Okay.
denied.
Okay, the lady that that give the
He got
testimony.
denied the first time. Oh, he went for an interview. Okay, so she did say to make sure you have a journal and you guys go through all details and make sure you're both writing stuff down. And she said that you constantly go by and check it each time. She did say that. She did say that. Hi, Manny. Welcome in. Tap the screen.
So is she learning the Ghanaian language? How fast is she in learning the
And this,
Ghanaian language?
I don't know. I don't think she's really learned that much. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't think she's really learned that much. She said that now she's spending the time she do get. They got a newborn baby, so um, she's spending some time learning some things, but not that much time she got.
Oh, that's nice. She needs to try and learn the language so it'll be easier for her. It will be more interesting, learning language
Hmm.
and all that. But African
Yes.
languages are difficult. I tried learning one, exception of Nigerian language.
Mm.
Oh,
You
your
try to
first Ghanaian
learn.
language was fufu. Ah.
Oh
Okay,
my
should I say my
goodness.
first Ghanaian language? What's my first Ghanaian language? Let me think. Let me think. Let me think.
What's
I've,
crazy
I've,
is the first time I actually tried fufu here in the States, I was at a Ghanaian couple's house and they served me fufu with light soup and chicken. I did not like it. I did not like it. I was like so turned off with fufu. But then I had to try it again. And I don't know, I don't like fufu and chicken. That combination to me, I don't like it. You know what? No, I lied. It's actually good with peanut butter soup. I'm gonna tell the visa interviewer that, as you should. Boy Chunky, Wagwan, welcome in. Hi Ike. Yes. So walk by faith, not by sight. Did you guys refile? I hope you guys did. I hope you re-petitioned or refiled,
yeah,
started it again. Yeah, I hope you guys did. Don't just let that discourage you. And I thought when they do send denials or they do deny, I thought they tell you like, oh, why? I have to refile. Okay.
okay. If they get deny, you have to reapply or what?
Yeah.
How long does it take to do that?
You just resubmit the paperwork. That's it.
Oh,
And
okay.
hopefully you correct whatever it is that they said they denied it for. Hey guys, if you're not following us, please follow LDR2Forever. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for the likes.
Okay, I think I should go back to my sleep. I've
I was
gotten
I
dizzy.
was wondering. Like I know you tired. I know you tired.
No, I'm not really tired. I'm much better now because I mean, like came back from work. I went down straight to the kitchen. I have to cook, have some rest, immediately sleep off. Set my alarm, but that alarm need to be shut and it wake me up. Yeah, well, it did. It tried, but I was stubborn. I didn't wake up at the proper time, so I missed.
At least you came. You got to recap.
Yeah, all right, no problem. Maybe we'll wait for some other life and how we can join and keep watching, keep listening to testimony, keep searching and keep hoping. Love
Okay.
is a beautiful thing. I swear, it's very
It is.
beautiful.
It really is. You don't have kids? You know, no kids?
No, I'm not married. I don't have any child, any kid before anything.
That's cool.
Just a
Soon,
single young
soon.
guy.
Right. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Whatever you are looking for is looking for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming up. Thank you for the support and come to the next live.
Yeah, I will try. I will try to make sure
On
she
Saturday, you can meet the one on Saturday. Mm, That's gonna be
meet what?
like you can make the one on Saturday. The interview on Saturday is 9 p.m. your time.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine. I think it's better. On Saturday I'll be much free after my exercise and that. So I'll try to bring her more to your page so that after her visit with the boyfriend, probably yeah, Saturday is perfect because she's arriving Friday to see the boyfriend. So Saturday they both might
Are you
join.
gonna meet her at the airport?
No, no, no. The guy who
Oh,
the boyfriend is picking her up in the airport. I'm very far from their location. She's landing in Lagos while I'm in the eastern part.
oh,
So
Easter part where
I'm in Imo.
IMO.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
Imo.
Emo
Why
State.
they're in Lagos? The boyfriend stays in Lagos, so she's coming to Lagos. So the boy will pick her up. So probably I will speak to her and tell her maybe you can just come share your testimony so other people will she's Britain. Why the guy is Nigerian? So
Oh, how long is she gonna be there?
I think 10 days or so.
Oh, 10 days.
Yeah.
I would love for her to come up here, but I don't think I have any free days. Let me see. She might be too shy. No problem.
Yeah, she's shy, but I know I will try to speak to her about it.
Yeah, you should speak to her, and then if she agrees or anything like that, just message this page, please.
Yeah, no problem. No
Okay.
problem.
Thank you so much. Have a good rest, okay?
All right, no problem. Enjoy your life.
Thank
We'll come next
you.
time. Yeah.
Bye. Yes. Thank you so much, Walk by Faith, for the roses. Yeah, guys, that was the recap. Meek Meek, let me click on your profile. I got some investigating to do. You know, everybody posts everything on TikTok. Let me see if Meek Meek. Ah, Meek Meek don't post. She didn't post. If you hear, she didn't post it. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Nee. Nee Wagwan. Do you remember me, Nee? You follow me on my other page. I see. I see. You don't even want us to enjoy anything. You don't want us to enjoy. But if he's here, you guys are welcome to come up here, man. I really appreciate it. We can set up a date. We can set up a date. I really need to be thankful that we closed early because I can go to sleep before midnight and I can get up. I got a class in the morning. Meek Meek, it don't take that long to reply me and tell me that you're gonna come up here with your husband. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, y'all. Meek Meek, where are you at? I'm gonna keep picking on you. Or are you at work? That's why you replying slow. Amina, hey boo. Welcome back in. Are y'all gonna come up here? I ain't begging nobody. People chop love. They want to only enjoy for themselves. They don't want to come to the community. I'm just teasing. But I know y'all had a journey because I think he was in UK, right? Okay. So what's our flag? Hey, Ghana, Ghana, top tier. Okay. Period. Yeah, it's some catching up that needs to get done. Shoot, I be trying to. I don't not no more. I told myself to rest, but I know they be busy. But I do try to. I was trying to hit them up every so often. Hello, I hope everyone is having a great day or night. Yes, James, we're doing good. How are you? James, I think you missed the live interview. Or I think you were here, matter of fact. I remember you popping in. Thank you so much, Sassy, for the follow. How are you? I was on the live, but I missed the interview. It's okay. I understand. I did see you come in, though. Hey, I don't blame you. But I need y'all on Saturday, though. Although I keep dozing off. Girl, I don't blame you. I actually every time I got an interview, I take a cat nap. I took me a cat nap after my little workout. I'll just be super excited when I just gotta work early in the AM. Yeah, I gotta be up at probably like 6. I got a class at 7:30. Well, you know where I'll be at now, so you following me. So we'll keep in touch for sure. But I mean, y'all can always come up here and tell us a little story if you want to. I wouldn't be mad at that. But you said it's in your city now, so I don't think y'all were long distance. But anyways, always come and join and support me. I appreciate you. Guys, I think I'm actually going to close it out. I'm going to remind you guys about Saturday. Saturday, we have a American lady that moved over to Ghana to be with her Nigerian husband, who is a pastor. Guys, I am super excited for this pastor. Guys, I am super excited for this. She calls her love story A Walk to Remember. 4 p.m. EST time. So that means it's going to be 3 p.m. CST time. 3 p.m. CST time, 4 p.m. EST time. This going to be a good one, y'all. This is like time. This going to be a good one, y'all. This is like to see. Please be here. Be here, be square. If you don't show up, I just think y'all moving funny. You know, I'm going to just say that. I'm just teasing, guys. Thank y'all so much for the love, the support, peace and love to everybody who is in LDR relationships. Nothing but blessings to you guys and positivities. Positive vibes only. I'll be back on tomorrow in the morning. I'll start reminding y'all for the Saturday one. Guys, have a good night. Get some sleep. Love y'all. Bye bye.